What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Premier Boys Soccer Podcast.
You know what's going on here. We're playing FIFA while talking about soccer.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
That's
We've
right.
got a nice special guest here today. Go ahead and introduce yourself, my man.
Hey, I'm Tom, Man U fan. Been one since I was a kid. Just because whenever we catch a game, and all my friends were Man U fans back in the '90s, of course, for obvious reasons.
Makes sense.
But yeah, I'd be able to watch them,
Good days.
and that's just kind of what it is. So during the glory days. So, but we're gonna hopefully talk about seeing them on the upswing today.
Cool.
Cool. So, go ahead.
So, that brings us into the theme for the episode today. It's going to be all about Manchester United. Tom is the subject matter expert. We obviously have our own 2 cents that we've talked about throughout the entire season, Jay especially.
I don't know what that meant, man.
So, with that being
Dark on that
said,
one.
we are also going to be using Manchester United as the team for the day.
You got it.
I got it.
Thanks, Tyler. God, you're such a good guy.
The best.
That didn't sound sarcastic at all, David. Thank you. So, Tom, I think, Jay, how did you want to run it?
I
You said
figured
you
we
had
kind of let Tom kind of kick it off with just some points, maybe things you want to see happen. Just any the biggest topic on your mind.
We can
So
start with
let's start with this.
transfer news.
Well,
go
before,
for it, guys.
no. Before we get to the transfer
Yeah, man.
news, I want to get your thoughts on this last season. How do you see this last season for Man United went? As a fan.
Shambles.
Shambles.
Just shambles.
We
Just
can
rubbish.
all
I
agree.
mean, complete just garbage. You have a team full
Can't
of
fight that.
professional players who gave up.
Yep.
It was unacceptable. I would have rather pulled out the youth team out there and sit those overpaid, on the bench and be like, go for it. Y'all can toss off in the summer and we'll just do a complete rebuild. Which that's what I'm hoping we're about to see right now. So
If you guys can get the signings, I think you're definitely going to see a bit of a big rebuild, and I think that'll be good for you guys. Really, really big.
I mean, that was the thing when they brought in Ten Hag. I mean, Ten Hag straight up told him, was like, we need these players. I need these players. If you want to rebuild, this is what I need. And that's what, as fans, we were all expecting that. We were expecting to see, one after another. From what I understand, he had a timeline by July 1st, I want all my players. And up until this past 2 days or even day or whatnot, we're like, it's almost July 1st when we've been working on De Jong for better part of 2 months,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, boom, we got a fee agreed. Nothing signed completely, but it's 99.9% sure this thing's going to go down. And now we have Malasay from
heard about that.
Nude, which I heard about that a few weeks ago. I was like, okay, do we need him? I was like, we need more than just fullbacks. We need a center defensive midfielder for heaven's sakes, and somebody replace that refrigerator in the back. McGuire is garbage. I mean, he is just it is horrible. But but we're seeing that right now because I mean, when your team's ran by a bunch of bankers, they're worried about the bottom line.
The profits.
And we were seeing. I mean, I was just talking about this earlier. Up until last week, we're like, are they going to sign anybody? I mean, are they really? And then Ronaldo's coming out and telling us like, hey, I'm pretty pissed off about what's going on. I'm here to win titles, and you guys aren't.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, his Mendes comes out of nowhere and starts shopping him. And then 3-4 days later, we start signing players. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because Ronaldo backs Ten Hag because I think what he wants to do is very, very, very capable with this team. For the players he needs, he can pick that up because he's going to be playing a high line. He needs. We have plenty of offensive-minded players, but we need the people in the defense to play their positions the correct way and way he needs, and that's what I'm saying. So, I wouldn't doubt that Ronaldo said, "Hey, if you guys don't start signing, I'm leaving." And then
Wouldn't doubt it at all.
And then
Yeah.
he all of a sudden he's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, people are like, "Oh, that's no big deal, bro." And it's like, no, to a banker, you're talking about losing tens of millions of dollars in sponsorships and revenue based on CR7 brand leading.
T-shirt
You
sales,
speak
everything.
there, and that's what it is because that team, those ownerships ran that team to the ground. I mean, taking dividends out, $30 million in dividends over this past year, out of the club while the club
Right.
ran on debt.
Yeah.
I mean, you have got you have Man City, you have Liverpool, Tottenham, Arsenal coming out of the woodwork, and we're penny pinching because what? Because the players don't want to give up their piggy bank. No, man. So hopefully we're seeing that. I mean, we're seeing that right now. We got Erickson possibly coming over. They're still in it for Anthony. I can see if that because that Anthony's like I think that's
happening.
that has to happen.
I think
But we need a defensive. We need a holding midfielder. If we can't, we need somebody to replace McGuire.
I think
because
Frankie can
he's
be
a statue.
that holding midfield for you.
Like I said, Vanderbeek. Vanderbeek said last
That's
year, straight up told
That's
Solskjaer
right.
himself, he's like, dude, show me what to do, what you need a six to do.
You're
and I'll
gonna
do
have a
it."
whole new team.
It's going to be a whole new team.
You're gonna have
But the beautiful thing is, because of last year, it showed the toxicity of that locker room, the selfishness of whatever. We're getting rid of all the Instagram whiners and the leakers and stuff. Now you're bringing in Ten Hag, man. You're legitimate. We have the capabilities right now of bringing in 5 to 6 players where he wants. And then couple that, you have your team players. You have Ronaldo wants to play for. Then you have coming back. Martial's like, oh shoot, I can get action, kick, and play. He's coming back. And Martial for as much stick as he gets, he's a 9. He's a back to the goal number 9. Yeah. He needs service, and that's where you're getting. I mean, Sancho's still there. He has the potential, but like I said, nobody could play on that team last year.
No.
That was horrible.
I think what one of the big issues is in the sense of the locker room is you guys have had babysitters for coaches the last 2 seasons, whereas you need a general, and that's what Ten Hag is. He's he's going to go in there and he's going to go, this is how it's going to go. Yeah. And if it doesn't go this way, you're not going to play. Things are going to you're probably going to build up fees and penalties and shit like that. They're going to just become a bad standing with the club, and you don't want that as a professional player, obviously. Because that's going to reflect off to, if you do try to move, other clubs are going to look at that and go, well, why are you such an issue there? Yep. Because you're selfish. I think you guys are really making the right moves finally. And I the second I saw you guys were looking at Ten Hag, I was like, man, with how every other team's like rebuilding kind of this summer with Chelsea, they're about. I think they did sign Dillit. I think that's done.
No.
No.
It's rumored.
Rafinha, yeah.
It's Rafinha.
They're looking at the Delitt's looking very possible.
Which one?
Matthias
Matthias
Delitt.
Delitt. And I was saying that's who Man U should have been gunning after heavy, because then you got Erik Ten Hag, Anthony, you have Van de Beek and De Jong with Delitt, which who did they all play for at Ajax?
Ten
Hag.
Yeah.
That's a reunion that's deadly. As a City fan, I don't want to see it.
No.
As a Man U fan, I would love to see it.
Yep.
Real quick, not to cut you off.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Cracks. Good to see you.
What's good?
Haven't seen him in a couple streams. It's been a couple
some-
weeks. He's saying it wouldn't surprise him if Man United make top 4 next season. turning
yeah.
around
Oh, man.
I can see it.
Hag.
Bro, thank you, man. I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. I mean, we might. I mean, I would love to see it, but at this point, man, it's glass half empty.
Where
But we'll
would
see.
you like to see them at the end this upcoming season?
Realistically, in Europe.
Realistically,
Yeah.
we're fighting top 4. But really, it all comes down to what's Tottenham doing, what's Arsenal doing. I mean, shoot, I'd even throw West Ham, because Moyes is doing some magic on that team, man. I'm not even lying. I mean, and there's no way you're there. I mean, with Chelsea, unless Chelsea takes a step back, which very well. I mean, I don't know. They could be.
No, with those new American owners, man, I think they're going to fund that.
That's what I'm saying.
That.
You're not. I mean, the top three is already set. So I mean, we'll be battling, but I don't know.
I don't know, man. You guys make all those moves. Obviously, the Delitt's not going to happen. But if all the other ones go down,
The reason I don't think
Scary.
top 4 yet is because it's too new. Those players are going to take a long time. In my opinion, I think those players are going to take a little while to get accommodated and accustomed to, one, a new playing style, for some, a new league, and for others, new teammates.
And a new coach.
And a new coach. So, that in and
well,
of itself
the
is
new
tough.
coach is the one I think is like the least to worry about, just because you're going to have most likely three players that have already played under the guy. I don't think Ronaldo has a single issue playing under anybody. It's not going to be an issue for him. So you've already got 4 of your star players good to go.
No.
And it comes down to how coachable are these people. I know myself as an athlete, as long as it's not my father as my coach, I will take every word you say like a sponge.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at the signings that we know of or have heard of, Anthony, different league. De Jong,
I agree.
different league. De Ligt, different league, or not the league's
Yeah,
Chelsea,
yeah.
but all of those new signings that they're looking into are in different leagues.
Mm-hmm.
So the Prem is known for being significantly different
good
than
Lord,
all
yeah.
of the
It's-
other leagues.
yeah.
So how will they adapt not only to the Premier League but to the weather in England?
Yep.
Like
I think
De
that's one of
Jong
the
is
biggest
used to the
things.
nice, warm, sunny beach vibes
That's part of
in
the reason.
Spain.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the reason he doesn't want to go.
So that's
I wouldn't either, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I mean,
but
Have you been to Manchester?
No,
Golly.
I want to go next spring, but
That's something
I've
that you
never
hear
been.
players complain about all the time, especially players that come from La Liga or from
Yep.
France. They always complain about how awful and hard it is to get accustomed to that environment.
Yeah. I mean, the league in general is just better. I mean, it's more quality overall than the other leagues. I mean, so it's a harder league to play in.
It's
You
more
know,
physical,
it's
by
yeah.
far.
So I mean, it's easy to go cheat mode and say I want to play for Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, you know, PSG, because hey, you know, they own those leagues for the
Pretty
most
much.
part. But the thing is, they have the players who can play in Champions League because the players want to play there,
Right.
Yeah.
and that's the thing. So, but whereas, I mean, you have people who go into the Premier League and they disappear, who used to be
Yep.
just, you know,
We've talked about it multiple times. I'm pretty sure early on last year in the podcast I said that. You know,
Yep.
a lot of these big players go into the Premier League and disappear.
yep.
So
because they can't
me
hang.
and Tyler were kind of having a very quick conversation on
Before
via
you get to that
Instagram.
point, before you get to that point, Cracks wants to know what are your thoughts on Pogba leaving?
Uh-oh.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. I'm loving
You know
this
what?
question.
I'm sorry. Pogba, I have a disdain for Maguire, and I've watched Pogba since whatever. Pogba is just Maguire who has football skills. It's it. I mean,
I'm
seriously,
so
he's
glad.
slow. He's
That's
lumbering.
honestly
Couldn't
not
agree
a bad.
100%.
He's. I mean, the thing is, he can hold a ball, man. You'd have to be an NFL linebacker to get the ball away from him because he's just a solid dude, and he's deceptively fast. But he has that long. But he's just so lazy with the ball.
Yeah.
He doesn't really hustle as much as he could, and he should. And really, I think he was just a waste of space. I mean, he should have just go back to Italy with the rest of the geriatrics playing with their walkers and just and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. So bye-bye. And you have to think about it also. We were talking about this earlier. He went on a free, and only one team was signing him. You didn't have PSG. You didn't have Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. You didn't have Barcelona. You didn't have anybody else for Juve. And they had to take him on a free. So it just tells you that, in my opinion, he's just not the quality of player that he seemed to have been. I mean, even if you look and watch him on the French team, he's good, but yet again, international sport games are a slower pace than the Premier League.
And he's
so-
surrounded by superstars on that team.
Oh,
so
man, the
that's
French
just-
team is stupid.
That's
Yeah.
the best
Retarded.
excuse. I look
It's
so good on the
loaded.
French team. Yeah, bro, you have Mbappe, Greece, like the list
All
goes
you have
on.
to do is kick the ball down the field, and half
Yeah.
your players are going to get to it. You got, I mean, hell, Kingsley Coleman man's stupid fast.
Yeah.
You got Mbappe and him up top. I mean, that's a lot of speed. That's a lot of speed to deal with for any team. You got to have two really fast defenders back there to deal with that. Typically on the same side, realistically.
And Pogba's play style has always been that of a more slower pace,
Yeah.
which is not where you need to be in the Premier League.
No,
Premier
yeah,
League, you have to
that's
be quick,
the
you have to be
point.
tough.
He got exposed
If
in the
Pogba-
Prem.
He got
He got
If
exposed.
Pogba could have played defense or knew how to, he'd be a great
He'd be a
center
great player.
holding
He'd be
midfielder.
great.
And that's
Yeah.
the thing is like if you could, but he's like, oh yeah, I can play the wing, I can play the 10, or I can be a box. No, mate, you can't, man, because you actually do have to put in some serious effort and hustle.
Yeah.
Whereas, yeah, just let him sit back there, in the back and let him just punt the ball up.
I
Okay,
think
cool.
I think what happened with Pogba is he was that hardworking individual at Juve when he was younger after he
Yeah.
left Man U the first time, and then he got all that fame and got money, and it just went to his head, and
Yep.
he said, "I don't have to work anymore." And
Yeah.
I mean, that's the worst thing that can happen to any professional. athlete.
Holy! Oh my God,
And
Pogba!
he shows
See,
up
get
just in
off.
time.
It's like
Get off!
You got a freebie right there, man.
Yeah, no, I hate to see that. I hate seeing that happen with anybody,
Yeah.
honestly. Like I said, I was a big, because when it comes to other leagues, I have my favorite teams, obviously. Juve's, they've always been a team I've supported and love to see do well. Love Pirlo. Buffon is my all-time favorite goalkeeper right behind Iker Casillas.
Mhm.
I wish he would have just kept that right mindset of I gotta keep working, I gotta improve where I'm not better.
Well, if you look at all the players that went, not all the players, but some of the players who went on a free right now for Manchester United, or the ones who are being sold, they're the ones that are in the Pogba boat that weren't hustling during training, who were out there trying to sell their brand instead of selling their skills, instead of putting it on the pitch, they were putting it on Instagram, they were putting it on or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. It's like that's what they call it a social media FC. I mean, that's all Manchester United has been, and that has been the problem. Hell, I'm even saying like get rid of Rashford. I'm at that point. Get rid of Rashford.
I don't want to see him go, but I don't think he wants to be there.
Because they'll never get rid of him because he is a Manchurian. He is.
He's a symbol.
He's a youth academy.
Yeah.
But the thing is, yet again, that boy needs to be humbled, in my opinion, because it's like, dude, you had all the talent in the world, man, but you pissed it away on your stuff. Which all he does in the out, like all his foundations. Good on you, mate. You're doing God's work, dude. Thank you for helping out the needy. You know what I'm saying, the less fortunate. But you've let the success go to your head, and it's shown on the pitch.
I'm really hoping to see a revitalization from him.
I think we will.
Because he was one of the most fun players on United before Ronaldo to watch. Because of what he was able to do. He was fast. He could finish. He had the skills. So I really want to see him get back into form.
Finish, mate. I don't know about
more or less. All right, more or less.
Because the thing is like if you put him up top with Ronaldo and with two up top,
him, Ronaldo, and Jadon is.
Yet again, but the thing is, the one thing about Rashford is the issue always been he's a speed merchant.
Yeah.
He puts his head down and he goes. He doesn't look for the pass. He doesn't. But the thing is, he has the ball skills to make up for it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's it.
His decision making is not always.
And it's not. And it's always the wrong touch, mate. It's like you took an extra touch, or why didn't you take the extra touch?
Yeah.
And it's just when I think he gets cold feet when he gets down in the penalty box.
He's inconsistent, definitely. Not consistent enough to be a striker in and of his on his own.
Yeah,
he has,
sure.
but I think he still has potential though. He's not. He hasn't hit that age where it's like he can't improve. He can't.
Oh no,
He's
fine.
24.
Yeah,
he's
that's
24.
what I'm saying.
He's
Yeah,
playing
that's what
time.
I'm saying. Yeah, he has all the potential in the world still. And I think what happened is when he got that Medal of Honor or whatever it was in England, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
I think that's where things really started to go downhill because he's like I'm basically royalty in this country. So
Facts.
why? What do I have to do?
Boom, done.
Yeah.
Sergio, get off the field.
It doesn't matter. It's
Oh,
a
fuck off.
fuck
Fuck off.
3-2.
Fuck off.
Tal, you want to take the next team or you want to
I
cap
will.
us
I'll
off?
take the next game.
All right, cool. I'll round us off.
Cracks was saying that we might be seeing something like a Tammy with Roma if Rashford finds a new team, but I really don't think he leaves.
I don't. Yeah,
No, he's not
I don't,
going
the
anywhere.
Glazers won't let him
No.
leave. They won't. I guarantee it. They try. If Ten Hag tries to get rid of him, they're gonna go. He is an absolute symbol of this country in Manchester. You're crazy.
No,
Absolutely
he's
not.
an actual symbol in the bank account, mate. That's what it is. That's what it is, man.
Big
When you're
old
talking
dollar
about
sign.
the Glazers, you're talking about money. They are not good club. They are horrible for that team.
Yeah.
But it's Manchester United, and that's what it is. They have that draw, and it's just, God, last 15 years has just been, I mean, even under, I'm saying 15 years because even under Fergie, they were penny pinching. He wasn't getting, there towards the end,
He didn't need those type. He didn't.
but
need
that
type
was
of
Fergie.
talent.
But the thing is, they got away with it,
Of
and then they
course.
tried to start penny pinching with, and then they started buying all the wrong players. They started milking through, cycling through
I
managers.
remember when they bought Marwan Fellaini.
Oh, God. They were supposed to have gotten Fabregas that year.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about
They
all
pissed
of that.
that away.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, they had Schweinsteiger
Yeah.
for a little bit.
Schweinsteiger at the end, but he was still solid
At the end
though.
of his career, though,
But
it's
he
like,
was-
you're
but-
chasing jersey sales. But I mean, he was still, he was still solid. He was still
But
solid.
he was still solid there for that year or two.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was about it.
He said
Who else
chasing
did they
jersey
cop?
sales.
Oh,
Schweinsteiger,
wow.
man, that's like,
I forgot they copped Lukaku as well. They had.
Yeah, they had Lukaku for a hot
And
minute.
Sanchez, Alexis Sanchez.
Alexis
that was
Sanchez,
right before he went
to
man.
Inter.
Ibrahimovic.
Ibra.
We shout
yeah,
back.
don't- yeah.
Ibrahimovic.
1 year, the one hit wonder.
Yeah, no, yeah, didn't blew
Bro.
his knee out.
Yeah, dude,
Oh,
Ibra's
yeah, he did.
you don't
Ibrahimovic.
ever speak.
No,
ill of
I'm
my
not
man.
saying he was bad.
Okay,
I'm just saying
alright,
I
okay.
feel like that was a very random signing that they probably
It was a
could have.
They
No,
were
the thing is,
they've been
Jose
searching for a
Mourinho.
9.
He was a
Jose
Mourinho.
Mourinho.
He needed a number 9.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you need Ibrahimovic is just the type of number 9 I would
Jose
want.
Mourinho
Yeah.
In a
is-
Mourinho, in like in a 4-2-3-2-1. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that's what it is. You need somebody up there who can just give that man the ball, and he'll do whatever wizardry that man does. It being 6'4" and do what he does is unbelievable.
In my opinion, he is.
It's a beautiful
When it comes to
line.
number 9,
Yeah,
did you do this?
he's,
Yeah,
he's
that's
by
beautiful.
far
That's
top
beautiful.
10.
Yeah.
By far top 10. I would like to
Don't you
say
dare.
top 5, but I don't think I can put him
Yeah.
top. I can't say top. I
Yeah.
can't say top 5.
I mean, Ibrahimovic
Top
at
10.
his finest. I mean,
Prime Ebro.
Oh, he was so phenomenal. But that's where that was. I mean, with Ibrahimovic, Mourinho needed that type of striker.
Yeah.
He knew what he was. He knew what he was getting when
Yep.
he got there. It wasn't like I hope this works out. It's like I know he's gonna at least. I knew he's gonna produce.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, absolutely,
He did.
absolutely.
He does it just about everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, actually, have you seen where Hanagalu at AC Milan? I can never pronounce that name right. I never will.
Çalhanoğlu.
Yeah. He came out and was like, this man's only about himself. He did nothing
Yep.
to win us the
Yeah, I did see
Scudetto,
that.
which I'm not gonna disagree. He didn't really have that much PT. He's also 40. Get off my man's back. He's got a great career. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Let him just end his career in glory. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
But I'm also a huge Ibra fan. So
Did
that's
he
a-
really come out and say that? That's kind of.
Oh
funny
yeah,
as
bro.
fuck.
He straight up like on social media like.
Yeah, he put him on blast.
Yeah,
Did he
pretty
really?
much. I think it's kind of shitty of him. I'm not gonna lie. Like you have not done
What?
anywhere near the
When
same.
he was
as
at
this
AC
man.
Milan or when he was at like
No, like this past season when they won the Scudetto. But before that, he did produce for them.
Yeah.
Çalhanoğlu's at
This is-
Inter. Çalhanoğlu's
Yeah,
at Inter.
Çalhanoğlu was in
right?
Inter. He was talking shit. He was on the rival team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Still, fuck off, mate. You're just salty. You're salty. You're
Oh, he's
salty.
just extra
and it's
salty because they
okay.
won.
Yeah, man.
It's
Extra
okay,
salty.
dude. You know, you can get bested by somebody else. It's okay. Just get better. Just get better.
Wow.
Anyways, I wouldn't say it to
Oh.
Zlatan in his face anyway.
Oh yeah, man, not a chance.
I would get, yeah,
Kick
man.
me in the
he
head.
might be a narcissistic freaking megalomaniac.
Dude,
but
he's
damn,
a
but he
black.
dude
He's
backs
like
it.
a, he's like a couple,
But he
like a triple
backs it,
black
man.
belt.
He
bro.
backs all of his talk.
Yeah, it is. You can't say anything wrong. I mean, the guy.
Maybe not as much now, but
I mean, but still.
yeah.
I mean, he has a CV, man. It is what it is. I mean, he has the resume for it. Why not?
Yep.
I'd let Ronaldo talk shit until he's 60. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like you do with
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, man. Michael Jordan sits there and clowns the shit out of fucking guys 40 years his age, but you can do it because he's done it. So,
I mean,
What
let's
is-
think. He went to Inter. He went to Barcelona, AC Milan, Manchester United, PSG.
PSG for a bit.
So
Yeah.
that brings me to my follow-up.
L-
question.
LA.
That brings me
LA.
up
He
to,
went to LA too.
that
Yeah,
brings
man.
me up to Crax's follow-up question. What is prime Ibra?
I'm gonna
AC Milan.
I'm gonna say Inter.
Inter.
Inter or
Oh.
Barca.
I was gonna say I might go.
Yeah,
Barca.
I'm gonna have to go.
I don't
No,
think-
bro. It's
he
1
didn't-
year. Him and Pep did not get along.
He did, I was gonna say he didn't like Pep. but
Yeah,
he was
no,
He was
absolutely.
performing for him.
He was performing, but
Yeah.
I'd say Inter.
that wasn't his best. He was there one season. It was nowhere near his best season. I think that's crazy. You're gonna say Barca. I mean, it's your opinion. So it's
That
it's all
team
you,
was
dog.
wild. That team was wild, dude.
Yeah.
Thierry Henry, Ibrahimovic, and Lionel
Yeah.
Messi.
Ronaldinho as well. I think.
oh, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Just the front three of Ronaldinho, Messi, and Thierry Henry.
Was
Yeah.
Ronaldinho on that squad?
I know Thierry Henry, Ronaldinho, and Messi were on the squad together at one point. I don't know if Ibra was there as well,
I'm bad at free kicks.
but
Crax is saying PSG. PSG.
I would
Ooh.
have to agree with him,
I think
man.
I have to
Damn.
agree.
I was like, y'all
honestly.
go at it. I was like, have y'all
Yeah.
watched him at PSG?
You're right,
Yeah.
Craig. You're
I
right.
actually
You're
am.
right.
Bro, man,
I agree.
100% good on you, mate. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Dude, some of the freak.
if it wasn't
Oh.
if it wasn't for Ronaldo or Messi, he
would've got a Ballon d'Or.
He would have got a Ballon d'Or.
Oh, absolutely.
The
I
dude
think
was
he'd have gotten
scoring
two.
50 or 60 goals a season at PSG.
Honestly, in his AC Milan days, I'm kind of surprised he didn't get one, or maybe Inter, wherever he played before Barca. I get him mixed up all the
Inter.
time. Was it Inter? Yeah, I'm honestly kind of surprised he didn't get one there. Or even at AC Milan, because he played great at AC Milan before, because he went AC Milan and then PSG, if I'm not mistaken.
He's a different kind of player.
You're never gonna. Me and Tom were chatting about this one day in the smoke shop. You're never gonna see another Ibra.
No.
You're not a guy of that stature, that personality, and that skill.
Yeah.
Not a fucking chance.
No, man.
Not in our lifetime at
No,
least.
bro.
We'll never know of another one.
No, man.
So I'm glad. I'm very thankful. I've been able to see a decent portion of that man's career. And if you guys didn't know this, he has actually at this point scored more goals after scoring 30 than he did before turning 30. If you didn't know that.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah, because
Before turning 30, he scored less goals than he has after turning 30.
Interesting.
Yeah, dude, it's wild.
Yeah, because
Crazy as fuck.
he was sitting in French league in
Yeah,
League
that's
Cup,
true.
man. I mean, dude, it is what it is.
That's
Let's
a
just call
good
for it what it
fucking
is.
point. That's
He
a
was
good
at PSG.
fucking
The dude was
point.
scoring 50 or 60 goals
And that's
a season.
when it was like zero competitiveness.
God,
now there's
no.
a little bit of competitiveness
Yeah.
in League One. It's getting better.
Getting closer.
Not too much
Yeah.
better, but it is making progress. That was when it was just PSG's winning basically every fucking game. I
Yeah.
mean, have they not had an undefeated season in League One? Or because I don't,
PSG?
I don't
No.
keep up with that shit.
No.
How the fuck have they not? Especially like right now, bro. Like, what do you mean? You literally just went out and just picked like
Yeah.
star fucking players out of
Yep.
teams. I mean, most of them at the end of
I think
They're prime.
Lille won the.
they won like
They won
3 or 4
against
years
2 years
ago.
ago?
Yeah.
Monaco too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That was when they had Killian, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, man.
Killian effect.
Bro, that team with Kylian,
Dude, I just want to see him in a different league. I'm sick of seeing
Benjamin Mendy, Bernardo Silva, they had Martial,
Yeah.
Kyle,
That was a
Fabinho.
lit
Yeah,
team.
man.
Bro, that
that
team
was
was
a
crazy.
lit team.
That
Yeah,
team was
that
crazy.
makes sense on why they won that
Yeah,
that
man.
year. Wow, dude, good on Monaco for picking all those players out and just turning them into studs and then
I think it
making
was
profit.
I think it was Leonardo. I think his name was. The
Yeah, I don't
manager
keep
that
up-
had them all. Bro,
I don't keep up with him at all.
Yeah, he had a great team on his hands. Great team on his hands.
But all right, I think we should roll into some questions. I mean, I know we've already asked a handful
I
of
was about
questions.
to say, dude, kind
But-
of talked about the question I had. I was really about to ask him about Paul Pogba, just because
Yeah.
I feel the same exact way. Like,
Yeah.
just so underwhelming.
Yeah.
So underwhelming his whole time
Yeah.
there.
He would have spurts, man. You'd be like, oh, there he is, and then he would just disappear.
Next game and be -10. I'd be like, oh, there he is.
Disappear, and the thing is, he'll have a good game, disappear for a few, and then all of a sudden he's he's injured and out
That's
for
true,
a month and a
yeah.
half.
Get
Because
6 different haircuts in that
I
time.
couldn't imagine having him on my team and having him out like that and play shitty.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Dude,
and then getting
I'm
paid
so mad.
stupid money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
I've been
saying?
And you
And
see him
then
like
he
on
would-
Instagram, just like dancing away, like acting like nothing's wrong, like he's just playing for the best team in the world.
Yo,
It's
and
like,
then he come off the injury list, yo, and then he would start like right then and there. Could you imagine the discord? That
I
goes
would
in
be
there? I'd be
so
pissed the fuck
mad,
off
yeah.
if I was his teammate.
Couldn't imagine.
I'm another midfielder working my ass off,
Yeah,
getting better, putting in the work.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, I would look at my coach and be like, what the fuck are you doing,
Jurgen
bro?
Klopp wouldn't allow it.
Oh, absolutely. That is the furthest thing from a Jurgen Klopp or a Pep player I think I've ever seen.
Yep.
Jurgen Klopp or Pep, and I mean Ten Hag. None of
Yeah.
them. None of those three would.
No.
Even Tuchel, Thomas Tuchel. It's that German right there between. German coaches ain't gonna put up for
They're
that
not
for
gonna
that
put up
right
for that,
now.
bro.
Yeah, dude, they're gonna look
I mean,
at you.
I think he
Get
played
out.
under. I think he did well. I think when he was doing well, like you said at Juve, I think it was Antonio Conte was there. It was
Yeah, I
either
think
Max,
so.
It was either
Yep.
Max or Antonio Conte.
Yeah.
Antonio Conte gets what he wants out of players. He
Yeah.
works them. He works them
Yeah.
to the bone.
I mean, maybe that's what Pogba kind of needs, actually.
Needs,
Yeah, he
honestly.
needs that general behind him to put him to work. And like I said, they've been having
They had-
babysitters.
They
and
had a
that's what
bunch
you
of
get with
experience
babysitters.
on that team.
Well, there was a reason for those babysitters because the board and the ownership saying, "Hey, we just paid 90 million quid for this dude.
Want
You know,
something.
you do not upset him because he's an investment."
Right.
And that's when you started getting the babysitters. That's when you started getting. I mean, when Marino started trying to make changes, they pulled the money from
I
him.
remember
and said,
that.
"Do whatever."
I remember that.
So
whole
that was the thing. They
debacle.
didn't want to upset the cash
Paul
cow.
Pogba.
Paul Pogba. Because he's an asset. That's
Pogba.
the thing. That's the thing. That's what this ownership doesn't look at the players in the team for. They look at it as a monetary asset.
That's,
which is-
like even as a City
Fucking
fan,
Glazers,
dude,
man.
I fucking hate to see that.
Fucking Glazers.
Honestly,
I wish Jerry Jones would buy that because I'm a Cowboys fan, right? I wish Jerry Jones would buy it. He'd say, "Hey Jerry, guess what? You could just buy fucking players and win championships." Oh yeah, just gotta buy off all those twats. And you'd be like, here, just leverage your $10-15 billion that the Cowboys are worth to buy Manchester United from.
that's
and then there you
crazy.
go.
They're really worth that much.
Dude, yeah, man.
They're like the most expensive football team in America. aren't they?
No, the most expensive team in the world.
Dallas Cowboys.
Yes. We ain't won a championship in 26 years, man. We're still
That's
only
fucking
making money, bro.
As a Pittsburgh fan, that's just wild. That's wild.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We're like I think we're the second this team, like, I think we're tied for second most Super Bowl wins, and I know we're not worth damn near nothing near that.
No.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Jerry Jones. I mean, they say he knows, but that's how we won in the '90s. He could buy players, and that's the thing. But
Yes, sir. Oh, Manuel Neuer.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
Manuel
He's a
Neuer
brick
showing
wall.
up. Dude, I think he might be my favorite goalkeeper, actually. I love
for a sweeper
Neuer.
keeper, 100%.
Yeah, I forgot about him when I was saying my favorite keeper. I think it's got to be Manuel.
Manuel Neuer.
I'm a De Gea fan. I can't go against
You are a hardcore De Gea
De
fan.
Gea fan. I love what he does. Yeah, he's not a sweeper keeper, but the thing is, he holds it down. When you need somebody to make a block in the pinch, dude, he is right there. I mean, I've seen him do some shit like, okay, this should be in the Gospels, man. That's a miracle. You know?
I wanted to Panenka.
Mate.
I wanted to Panenka.
Mate.
Trash.
What was that, dude?
I shanked it.
What was that?
I tried to hit it in the corner, and then I wanted a Panenka, and I decided too late. That's what happened,
Did
man.
you
He's
just
gonna punish you.
Dude, did you just bottle that using Penendez?
No, I used to go
You
Cristiano
used Pinaldo.
Ronaldo.
You used Pinaldo.
Ronaldo.
That's even worse.
That's even worse,
That's even
I know.
worse.
Well, they have the same.
They do have the same rating. I don't give a fuck about rating. I give a fuck about history.
You get a second chance.
I didn't want an
with
easy
Jadon
goal.
Sancho.
Yeah, you got to score. Oh no, oh my god.
Oh no! Himself.
He could have chipped him with Jadon. He could have given Jadon all the glory.
Bro,
Pogba, you are bad at the game.
Good
You
on,
make
hey,
sure.
all I'm saying is
Pogba.
FIFA good on you for getting him right, because that is a Pogba right there, man. Just
Oh my god.
oh
Real quick,
Lord.
we got
Yeah.
some chats by Craig's here, so I got to pay attention to my boy over
What
there.
do we got?
He's saying PSG is the worst best team.
Yep.
Uh, No Champions League, bro. An all-time Monaco team is too good, and yes, 110% agree with that so much.
Yeah, man.
All-time Monaco, bro. That's scary. That is a scary, scary team. The players they've had throughout the
All-time-
last like 10
all-time
years.
Monaco?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
That's a terrifying team. You put all of them in their prime on that team
I was
with
about to say,
any.
says Fabregas is on that list.
Yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be wild.
He said even though Pogba was so shitty, he's very happy he's back with Juve. Correct? Are you a
Good one.
Juve fan?
Good on it, man. I wish nothing. I don't wish no bad on nothing on nobody. I wish Pogba gets his head out of his ass
He's
and
so
plays
trash,
well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
so
But
trash.
it's just hate to see that waste of talent, because it's there. It was there. You know what I'm saying? But
And then something I fully fucking agree with on Cracks right here is it does not matter who the player is, Messi, Ronaldo, you're never bigger than the team. It does not matter. I don't care who you are.
No.
Pele, Maradona, Neymar, the list can be endless. You are never bigger than the team. I don't
And
care
bro,
what team.
I'm just saying straight up right now. I think the only one over there is Ronaldo. Is pretty much the only team player.
Between
So,
I would say Messi definitely is.
No, because Messi was a team player because it was his team.
That's true.
That's a,
Look, it
wow.
was his team.
Okay, all right, yeah,
It was his
I see
team.
you there. I see you there.
That team was, dude, mate. They were paying him $127 million a year, bro.
That's a crazy dollar.
Look
They
at you,
really
bro.
did.
Oh, $127 million a year. You're talking about that was his team. He told
They
them what
really
to
did.
do.
They really did build.
Bro, this is
They built
this is a
like
tough team to
It's
use,
okay,
I won't
guys.
lie to you.
What was that, like 11, 12
Yeah,
years around
I've been
Messi
trying to
for
figure
the
that
most?
out.
That's it.
I'm
David
trying to
set me up
figure
for failure. He set the team up like garbage.
I never use this man's team.
I hit
setup.
next
I
match
hate-
without even thinking about it.
Yeah, I saw you do that, and I went, "Oh, that's a death sentence." Because David uses
I
trash
mean, even
teams.
when Thierry Henry, Ibrahimovic
Oh,
were there,
no.
Messi was still a focal
It
point.
worked, but it
even when
didn't.
Ronaldinho was there, Messi was still a focal point.
Yep.
They
Yeah,
had-
the second they got to that team, it
oh
was
my God,
it
Deco,
was Messi
Iniesta, and
FC.
Xavi. Oh,
Who?
Xavi?
Xavi?
Yeah,
Xavi.
Xavi.
Oh.
Oh my God, bro.
I love Xavi.
I
I want a
love that.
Xavi
I love that
jersey
team.
so bad. I want the
love that
orange,
team
like
so
the
much,
orange
bro.
and some other color
Yeah.
Barcelona jersey. Orange and like darker orange, I think it was. I want that Xavi jersey
Yeah.
so bad. It would look great up on this wall. Which if you guys didn't notice, the nice new Benz
the
jersey.
Benzie.
I would take it down, but I don't feel like it. Yeah.
That's
So
a nice
Jay,
cop.
Jay, what was your question? I know you. Have
Yeah.
long
So
focus.
outside of Ronaldo, who is the most vital player on that team?
Oh man.
Dude, I would have cried.
Like right now, not potential signings.
Vital.
And you can
It's
count
got-
loans.
it's-
You can
it's
count
gotta
loans.
It's got to be Bruno.
I know, man.
It's got to be.
No,
Bruno.
I'm sorry. I mean, I have to say De Gea.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have to say De Gea.
Because I was thinking about that. I forgot about him.
the only reason they were not in the relegation zone last year was because of De Gea.
Yeah, he was getting.
I
bad
see
a
why
lot
you rate
last
him as the
year.
best goalkeeper in the world. He really did save your
I'm
fucking
saying it
team.
right
It's
now.
kinda crazy.
I will go down with that ship. All right, is my De Gea, because if I watched that team, if he wasn't on that team for those years, there would be no way. I mean, all those 0-1 games, those 2-1 or
He had a save in him.
He had those saves.
Yeah,
the only
multiple
reason they
saves.
want like I said, he was the player of that team, and they kept him in the like I said. But if they lose De Gea, I mean, you'd have to beef up your defense, which, like I said, I mean,
I don't know how they haven't. I don't
So
know how they
Crack-
come onto him, honestly.
Crack's
He's stuck
actually
around.
he's got, and I kind of agree with him on here. At first he said Fred is second most vital. Bro, I rate
Did
Fred.
you just say Fred?
I've rated Fred. The second they picked up Fred, I was like,
Cracks, you're talking nonsense right now. You're
No,
talking
you're not.
nonsense.
I mean, that's your opinion, mate. I mean, it is what
Fred
it is.
himself?
No, but then he goes, yeah, bro, De Gea and Fred easily the best.
What does Fred do? Fred reminds me of Pogba. You can get someone cheaper.
Fred,
he
that
works
does
way
more.
harder than Pogba.
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
not.
Of course.
Fred
of course.
Fred works
Of
harder than
course.
Pogba. That's why.
I agree with you guys 100%.
I mean, evidently.
But come on, bro. We're on.
I think
Man-
Ten Hag is about to get
we're
the
on-
best out of that player. You're
we're
about
on,
to see a new.
We're on Man U center defensive mid. We're on. This is Man U. This is Man U, man.
There's no center defensive midfielder. We talking about, bro.
He's not. He's
There
not a
ain't
center
none, man.
defensive mid. He's a center mid. He's more of a box to box
He's a
style
box to
player.
box, yeah.
Has he been deployed as a center defensive though?
They-
right?
no,
That's
they-
not his
the-
fucking
You
fault.
know who they had been?
Scott
Fuck
McTominay.
me, man.
Scott McTominay and Fred. bro,
Fucking
like,
Scooby Doo,
come
fucking
on, dude.
Scotty
No
McTominay,
way.
bro. I mean,
No way. That's not good enough. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, he needs a better pairing.
This fucking guy with Ronaldo.
This fucker, dude, tried to box me
Bro,
out
he
of the
said
ball.
Fred is so underrated and ended the season well.
I'm not saying he's not good, because I think
I
Fred
didn't
with
fucking lose.
paired up with. God, man, they were talking about maybe like trying to get Conte. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be
On
wild.
Would not have
a
happened.
cheap. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if
That'd
you
have
put
been beautiful.
Fred beside somebody, I mean, with
Fred and
Matic,
Conte, that's a good-
when Matic was on, yeah, you could put anybody beside Matic because you had that center defensive midfielder. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Oh, no, I don't
yeah,
wanna
but
do
you
next
can't,
match.
but you can't put
we're in
Fred
division
beside Scotty McTominay because the dude just doesn't have the vision. McTominay does not have the vision at all whatsoever. I mean, he's an advanced 8 in my opinion. I mean, not a 10, but but you ask him to. I don't know, man. I don't even think he like passing forward, even though if you look at the ratings or his statistics,
he's
he has a
tough.
lot of. But no, I've watched him. There's been so many times. Oh yeah, just put it
gets
up.
the ball.
He'll
He
keep
just
the
gets the
ball,
ball away.
and sweep it to the left or put it back. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Just get it forward. I mean, you have plenty of space. Draw people in so you can open up the lanes. He just doesn't do that.
Yeah. I agree.
But he's tall, and that's what for some fucking reason.
It was Jose.
Everybody's
Jose
like,
Mourinho brought
and
him
I'm a
on.
short dude. I ain't trying to say I'm hating on tall dudes, but yeah, but you know what I'm saying. It's like, all right, cool, man. You know, sometimes less is more, and just because a dude's 6'3" doesn't make him a good ball player. Just because he can get in the air, that's fine, bro. But you need somebody who's competent. And you say like Messi, dude, short as fuck, can get the job done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he can even
Fred
get
is
the
not
ball
that
in the
big,
air.
is not that tall of a man, and he's what? Fred's like 5'9", 5'8",
5'8", 5'9".
I mean, he's not that big. Mata, yet again, another
short. Yeah,
short dude
dude.
about my height. You know what I'm saying?
Jorginho, Conte.
He's
Conte,
a-
prime
yeah.
example. Conte.
Conte.
He's 5'8",
He's a
maybe,
monster.
on a good
And
day.
he's a monster,
A
but
machine.
Yeah.
that's the thing. So
Scary
we're-
force.
as a fan in the things I watch, in the fan content I've watched, it's all saying, what does he? Every manager says that Scott McTominay is essential to that team, and we're just like, he must be Jesus walking on water on the training pitch. No idea, because he does not show
I think
up
it's because
during the game.
he's academy too, right? Yeah, I think that has a
Oh,
little bit to do with
that
it as
has
well.
everything to do with
Because
it.
like, what can? Oh my god!
It's Kylian
What?
Mbappe.
I don't know
my
what he
friend.
does. I don't know
I don't
what
know
he
what he
does
does.
well.
What?
No.
Other than
Even paired up with Matic, he just
Conte's
wasn't.
5'6", by the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But I don't know. They have this enamored with having a tall center midfielder of some sort. I mean, and they try to make him a center defensive midfielder, and he just
That's
isn't.
the stereotypes for all CDMs in the Prem. If you look at just about every CDM in the Premier League, they
Mhm.
are tall, and they all have that lanky feel about them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's just the style that
Yeah.
they've incorporated. So, leading into my next question, then for you, Tom.
Yeah, bro.
What are your thoughts on the Ronaldo signing? Because I have heard a lot of mixed reviews from a lot of Man United fans, and me personally, me and Jay would go back and forth all the time about it.
Him coming back home.
I
I would have took him back. I would have took him to 42. I don't care.
Yeah,
You know, I'm sorry. Ronaldo just has a whole special, because the thing is, when he left, and this was in a gentleman's agreement with Fergie, that he's like, I will come back after I just want to play with Madrid because that's what he wanted to. But his heart, he is a Manchester United
I've
fan.
heard about
Has
that.
always been. He was supposed to come back the year that Fergie retired. 2013. He was supposed to come back.
That would have been nuts. If he
That
came
would have
back
been nuts.
then.
Do you understand? I mean,
Yeah.
that
That
was
was like
his
Klein
only.
Ronaldo.
That was his plan, and that's you can look that shit up. It's
That's
on there.
crazy,
It's
yeah.
documented.
I've
was
heard about
supposed
that.
to have come back, but when Fergie left,
Why is he playing like
because
this?
Fergie's like his dad. I mean, that's how he was a father figure. That's what he.
Yeah.
And this is in interviews with Ronaldo. So for me, it's like the prodigal son coming home. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yes, anytime, please. And Ronaldo's Ronaldo. I mean, at 37 years old, he's in better shape than some 23-year-olds.
I mean, look at him
in
compared
the
to
league.
Rooney.
In the league, Rooney said he was on the piss for too much. He would
did
hit
see
the
that.
pubs, and that was his thing. He pissed away his talent. But
Well, he
tell you
was a
one
boxer
thing:
before.
when Rooney was on, dude, he was
unstoppable.
Crazy.
unstoppable.
He was a dog. That dude was a literal dog on
Yeah,
the pitch.
he was a throwback to the old days.
Yeah.
That was a scary team.
Yeah,
That was a scary team.
yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I've watched a lot of people, that have said
Matic?
Ronaldo's a great player, but with the money that they spent, they should have bought someone that the team actually needed. My argument has always been, look at what he did all season.
They needed a number 9.
If it wasn't for Ronaldo, we would have scored any fucking points, man.
That's what I'm
You know,
saying.
that's what I'm saying. Like who? Like honestly, who could have played on that team? I mean, honestly, you tell me
Anybody.
anybody other than Ronaldo that could have been put on that team and produced on such a shit fucking team.
Now, I got a new question now.
Shit fucking team. I'm understanding what it is. Last year, I didn't even watch last half of the season because I was
Yeah.
just detested by that because it's like this is the team I
guy's
love and I
really doing
support
this.
and I live and breathe. Oh, it's sad, but it is what it is. And it's just to see that I would get up in the mornings. 7 o'clock in the morning to watch. I mean, I have subscriptions out of subscriptions. I pull just to watch them, and I'm like, you tell me
Yeah.
you can't get your heads out of your ass? But you know what? The thing is, it was nice to see Ronaldo getting hat tricks.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was
you know what I'm
so-
saying? Like, I don't think you could. I mean, you could have put Lewandowski on that team. You couldn't have put Neymar. You couldn't have put fucking or you know what I'm saying, Benzema. You could not have put any other than Ronaldo.
I was gonna say if Cristiano Ronaldo couldn't do it, I don't think anyone. could.
Nobody. And I'm saying it right now. And
Yeah.
the thing is, the difference is, he played because he put his heart out there
He's a
because he
winner.
loves the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a whole different level of dedication,
Oh, yeah.
guys. Y'all
We-
got to
We
understand
can
that.
speak about that too.
You got to understand when he's playing for the crest, for the shirt,
Yeah.
for the
what matters
fans,
most.
for Fergie. Like I said, that's why he playing. And you couldn't. No, I don't think.
Now, I got a quick question.
Yeah, man.
How would you have felt if he would have ended up going to City when those rumors were popping?
He was going to.
Yeah, he was.
He was going
close.
to.
He was
Yeah,
close.
Might have been hilarious.
He was
No,
going to. And Fergie called him.
Oh, that's right. That's
Dad
right.
called, say, son, please.
What
Go
the hell are you thinking?
Go home. Just we
I
got this. They
mean-
got a good thing going on. They got a good thing going
In
on.
hindsight, maybe he should have went.
I think he
Maybe.
should have.
And I think it was a power play as well on his part because he wanted to come.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, well, they're not going to let me go. Somebody's going to pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
They should have bought. I mean, hell, Mourinho was going to buy him a few years back in 19.
Yeah.
That fell
remember
through
those
because the
rumors.
Glazers didn't want to spend the fucking money.
Yeah. Well, that was back when Ronaldo's price tag was still on the high end.
I want to. Where?
I mean,
do need to
exactly.
sign
At that
to
point,
check?
you're like, yes.
What's
where?
60 million quid or
I think
70
it
million
was-
quid? Sure, all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, a player like Ronaldo just. How do you think it would have turned out if in 2019 he actually
It would have been different because he would have started drawing players in because Mourinho had them going on a really, really good trajectory, man.
He got them second. He got
them
it
second.
second with that
That's true.
team.
You know, and you know what I'm saying? And that was a legitimate second.
Yeah. That was a
was
pretty good
legitimate
year.
second.
Yeah, that was a pretty good year for them.
But that yet again, the Glazers didn't back the manager during that transfer window,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Well, you did it second with this. That's good enough for us because we're in Champions League, so we don't have to spend any fucking money."
Yeah.
So, like I said, you have a toxic ownership, man. I could talk about those all fucking day long, guys. So, but yeah, that's the thing with Ronaldo. I mean, it's you can't find a player like that at that caliber when you have all that talent. The GOAT, in my opinion. I think he's better than Messi. I'm just saying right
I'm
now.
in the same boat.
I think he's better than Messi
I've
because
always
he's
said
done
it.
it with multiple teams.
Multiple teams.
I gotta disagree.
Multiple
with
teams
both
and
of
multiple
you.
leagues.
Bro, we just
Yeah,
talked
we're
about
about
it.
to make the same
Messi had a
argument.
team
I'm
built
about to disagree.
around him.
We're about to make the same argument. I already know
Built
what he's
around
doing.
him.
Yeah.
The dude.
I gotta.
It's the argument that I've been fighting forever.
I'm sorry,
ever
dude.
since the
Messi's
Ronaldo
35 years old and disappeared to PSG.
Yeah.
Fuck, he's got-
Throw that out there, guys.
Yeah, that's.
Ronaldo has done it for every team he's played for
In different leagues.
in different leagues.
I mean, what are we asking? Who has the better career? Who's the better soccer player?
Who's a better soccer player?
Better soccer
Here's
player.
here's
Still
here's
going-
here's
I'm
here's
going
where
Lionel Messi. I think Ronaldo, like you guys said, he's done it in multiple leagues. Like he's a winner, bro. Whatever team, he's
Yeah.
bringing that culture of winning. I don't think Messi has that,
Mm.
but I do think Messi is a better footballer than Cristiano Ronaldo.
Messi
I
is
do.
the better skilled. Ronaldo is the harder worker.
I agree 100% with that.
That's because
I agree
Ronaldo had to
100%.
work
Natural
to get
skill,
to where
yes,
he's
I
at.
completely agree.
Messi is naturally more gifted. But
Now, I think
Ronaldo
Ronaldo is
the
better
harder
technically.
worker.
God, yeah.
Yeah,
But the thing, the difference is like
They also have different styles.
Messi was skilled because he had because short guys we have to be
True.
just better in order to be that way. Where Ronaldo was he was quick on the ball. He had the
did it in
moves
the Prem.
necessary to deal with the speed he had
Yeah,
when
he
he
did
was
it in
young.
the- he did it in
And
the
dude,
Prem.
you can't when you're topping out at 24, 25 mile an hour sometime, and you start trying to juke and whatever. Man, that takes a lot out of you, dude. And he could do that.
Yeah.
He could stop on a dime. He could pass the ball. Where Messi, you give him, I watched him weave through 5 different people in the top of the penalty
Yeah.
box and score a goal. That's just because it's just a different type of player. But however, I think to include the skills, the career, and the ability, and just I think Ronaldo. I mean, you have to take him.
Crax's argument is Messi is the better player, Ronaldo better career and leader.
What would you
That's-
rather have?
Yeah.
Lionel. I'm still
No.
going
What?
Lionel.
Oh, on your team.
Oh yeah, Lionel for
Oh
sure.
my.
Man.
I disagree.
I'd link up with him all day.
Oh my. I disagree
have
because you
dick
bring
on
in
that man.
Ronaldo and he's accustomed to coming in and doing things on the fly on new teams. Messi is not. He's going to take time to adjust. He's going to take time to. He's probably still half his heart is still in Barcelona.
I mean,
Yeah.
you guys
So
are
he's
you
still-
guys
He
are
didn't
pretty
wanna
bad.
leave.
You guys are
Yeah, he
pretty
never
much
left.
asking me, would I rather play with Sir Alex Ferguson, glory days of Cristiano Ronaldo, or would
No,
I
I'm
play
saying
with
right
Pep
this second.
Guardiola, Lionel Messi?
I'm
Tiki
saying-
Taka team.
Right
I'm taking,
second.
I'm taking that
That's a
Barca
tough-
team
yeah, I gotta go with the Barca
every
team,
single
I think.
time. That's the type of player I am.
I gotta go with the Barca
I'm not,
team.
1-2 touch. Let's jog around like La Liga does. La Liga's real chill. Get some touches on the ball, make it look real pretty. Cristiano Ronaldo, he's over here in the Prem, just topping out at 25, cutting every week in, week out. That's fun, but me as my playing style, how I would like to play, I'm definitely going that Barcelona
Yeah.
La Liga Pep for sure.
I mean, Barcelona did beat,
Sir Alex.
Sir
a couple
Alex.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple times.
Dude,
But dude, that team.
that 2013 was
it was
that was
tough.
brutal. That was
Oh.
brutal. We had to win that game.
That's 2 back heels in a row.
But you guys, I gotta ask you.
Yeah.
Before, I don't know if anybody's saying it's okay, the one person I'm excited to see this year, please just hear me out on this, is Donny van der Beek playing for a coach who knows how to use him.
Yes.
No, yeah, no. I've been saying that since Ten Hag got appointed, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
Van de
yeah.
Beek's coming
I
home.
mean, how many matches did he start in, man?
They wouldn't-
They didn't give him a
They
chance.
didn't give
They
him a
didn't give him a
chance.
chance
Didn't
at
even see
all.
this guy.
But when he was at
It's
Ajax, and
ridiculous.
he was, I mean, yes,
Played well.
we talked about this at Ajax. He was a Ballon d'Or finalist in 2019.
I mean, isn't he the center
Which is pretty
defensive
crazy,
mid that you
actually.
guys
Yeah, it's
need?
insane.
Which is actually pretty. You forget about that
If you-
because
if
he
you-
did not.
But the
touch
thing
the
is, he
field.
never got enough run of games to get comfortable in the scheme because. I'm sorry, it's Brexit FC, man. It was all about dude. Oh man, the politics in that on United is ridiculous.
It's really
reeks
bad.
of politics.
Horrible.
Reeks of politics.
So that's
Really
who I'm
bad.
excited to see. And him paired up with De Jong. I think they got their midfield too, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, the second they
100%.
looked for De Jong, I went, oh,
And
he's
seriously,
building
get
Ajax.
Ericsson on there to get Bruno's head out of his ass. We might actually have
I think if
instead of
you don't
Donut FC, it's actually a fucking football team.
Yeah.
I think if you guys get
Yeah.
Ericsson, I think Bruno sees a significantly less play
Yeah,
time.
because he's just gonna have to fucking
You
try.
think so?
Yes.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
like
I rate
think it
Ericsson
sparks a
much
fire
higher.
under
I was
his
about to
ass.
say, hopefully it demands he play better. You
Yeah.
know?
That's what I'm
hopefully.
saying.
'Cause that's
But
like,
but will he though? That's the thing.
think he has.
Yeah,
He has
it,
it in him.
it definitely
Yeah.
obviously it demands it. That's going to demand anybody to have to play better. If somebody gets signed in your spot, yeah, obviously they're looking to replace you.
Yeah.
Or you
But
have to
does it
share.
have-
you have
but-
to split PT if you
who
don't play.
who would you rather start, Bruno or Ericsson?
Ericsson all day.
Right now, I'd probably start
Ericsson
Ericsson.
right now.
Yeah,
of
and
course.
you know what?
On form.
hell,
Both in prime, Ericsson.
I'd even put Bruno on the outside because he started playing that last year and he actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean the thing is the Bruno's game is great but is dangerous. He likes to take chances.
Yeah.
And you really can't take too many chances playing the 10.
Center,
You have to be on point. You know what I'm saying? When you're
yeah.
distributing the ball, setting it up for your wingers and stuff, you have to be. And some of the some of the passes when he did it, it's like, man, that's some miracle shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how did he do? But the other times, it's like, what the fuck were you thinking, mate? Is
Yeah.
there was nobody there, or you just legitimately just played touch with the other team? Like, here you go, mate. Here's the ball. You know?
How do you
So-
feel about Alanga, the new the youngin?
You know, I'm all about
He
you know,
ended the
anybody.
season well. Yeah.
Any team that brings up your youth
Yeah.
players,
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to see that.
I agree 100%.
And I know that Manchester is proud themselves on their academy and their development. However, any player getting on, you know, Hannibal Mabry. If y'all ever watched him play,
Yeah, I did. Dude with the hair, right?
oh man, dude is something.
Yeah.
He needs to be on the
I've seen
rotation
him a
and
I have not seen him play.
No, it's man. He has vision. He's
I think
quick.
he played like the last 10 minutes of the match against Liverpool.
Yeah.
And we were like throttling them.
Yeah.
But he like got on. I think he like gave up a foul that led to a goal or some shit like that.
You're not allowed to say we anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
I'm calling you out, bro.
Tyler knows.
As a faithful fan, an actual faithful fan, no, you're not.
I mean, we can talk about this if you want to.
Oh yeah, no, he didn't.
Since
He
you
was
guys
supposed
tried
to
to-
make an announcement
since you
last
guys
week.
tried
but he-
to
No,
out-
you made the announcement.
Since you guys
for
tried
him.
to out me,
Did I?
yeah, you
Yeah.
outed me.
You drunkenly made the announcement for him.
All
last
I'm
week,
saying
pretty sure.
is,
I'm allowed to
I don't
do that,
want to
though.
be.
I mean,
The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to
Because
appreciate
City's just a
So-
better squad.
I
Tom,
want
for
to
context.
appreciate.
Yeah, man.
for context, David a few weeks ago said that
Told him.
he's no longer. Oh yeah, he's no longer
I'm a
wanting to be a
neutral-
Liverpool fan. He's a
No.
neutral fan.
Yeah, I didn't say that. You guys are mistaking my words. I
I'm
didn't say
not
I
mistaking
didn't
you.
want to
That's
be a
pretty much what I
Liverpool
heard.
fan. I'm saying I want to be a neutral only so that I can appreciate everything. Like, I didn't get to
I
explain
still
myself.
appreciate everything as a
I
fan.
grew up watching Sir Alex Ferguson and Chelsea dominate the Prem, bro. Like, Liverpool was raw, but
So
they
did I.
they weren't winning the Prem back-to-back years like Fergie was, or
Pep.
Carlo Ancelotti. Yeah,
Carlo
Pep
Ancelotti,
isn't here
yeah.
yet. Pep isn't here yet. Pep
What
is
do you mean? We've won it 4 out of the last
Arsene
5
Wenger,
years.
Every time
Arsene
that he's
Wenger, Arsene Wenger as
Arsene
well.
Wenger,
I mean,
yeah,
no,
you're not
Arsenal
listening.
did
You're not
it with
listening.
Team back
Yeah,
then.
you're not
He's
listening,
good.
mate. Pep wasn't there yet. Arsene Wenger, Arsenal.
Oh, I think you
Arsenal
mean
was
he's-
crazy
okay,
back
yeah.
in the day.
I just missed what you said.
Even like lower squad teams like Portsmouth, like Newcastle, like the Prem was a different league.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
So like honestly, I will own
Before
up
the
to it.
politics.
I was a Man U fan. I had to be because it was Cristiano Ronaldo.
Get up,
Yeah.
yeah.
He was the face of the Prem. Paul Scholes, Ryan Giggs, who they have, Kagawa, they had Berbatov, they had Van Persie. Like, this team was incredible what they did every year. So, And then I went through a stout where, Man City was raw. They had Balotelli. I liked watching them play, bro. I was a Man City fan for a little bit. I even remember my
Balotelli
family.
is
Talk
one of
about
my
a
favorites.
waste of talent, man.
Oh, God.
Dude, I hate it, man. He could have been so much more.
Talk about a fucking certified
more.
loony, man.
Yeah.
That dude is a straight head case.
I wanted to be him because he
I
was
love
balling
that
at Man
kid.
City. But he is a little
When God made
shithead.
him, they're like, we're gonna give
Shithead.
you all the talent in the world. Oh
Yeah.
shit. Sanity. I ran out of that box over here. Just don't kill anybody, man. you know.
Which one of you two am I playing?
Me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Come
mess
on,
you up.
please,
bro.
Yeah, man.
real quick.
I'm gonna mess you up. All right.
I'm
where's-
gonna
So-
make you up, man. I'm gonna. No, I got you.
I just want to appreciate all soccer. When I'm a diehard fan, it's kind of tainted. I don't know how to explain it. When you're like,
It's money.
So because I mean, you
when
know,
you're watching,
'cause
you can't appreciate other teams' greatness all the way.
see the thing is,
Yeah, you
don't
say
let them
that.
shame you, man. Don't let them
Yeah,
shame you
you
like that.
say that, but you don't, bro.
You just want to say just like, okay, I support Liverpool. However, I am a fan of the football.
Love
Like Premier, like I'm saying, like for me, you know what I'm saying, I'm a Manchester United. I can't, but I can appreciate a
Great
good team play.
Like-
I will sit down and I will cuss and
Like, look.
I will yell at if the board was right there,
Sure.
I'd be like, why didn't we buy those players?
Where'd you get
Why
those
are they
batteries
that
from?
good? But you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
But
okay.
in international play, I'm a Premier League fan, man.
Yeah.
Even it
I
pains
love
me
the
to think.
Prem. I love everything
because
about
I
the
can't,
Prem.
I can't watch. I can't watch because it's like I know how good that league is versus everybody else. And it's just not fair to see like Barcelona, Real Madrid, PSG, Bayern Munich just buy their teams because nobody else is going to anybody else in those. Well, outside of
Good
like
game, but wasn't my fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
outside of Borussia Dortmund and shit like that,
Yeah.
and Red Bull Leipzig. I mean, for
Exactly.
them, but I mean that's just been as of late.
yeah.
So the parity in the Premier League is so good. So you want to see them.
beautiful.
You want to see them win because
Like, I
it
don't
gives
wanna-
credit to
I don't
to the
want
rest
to
of the
not
teams.
appreciate Pep Guardiola's Man City. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
And this is the rivalry that's been going on the last 4 or 5 years. I'd be a fool
no,
to
you
not
have to
watch
sign into
this
you have to
team.
sign into the same profile.
And
as
like
me.
just all in the way they play.
Yeah, man.
I'd be a fool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even like Chelsea this
Like-
year, like
What?
this year coming up, Tottenham.
Look at this.
What's going on, boys?
We're trying to get. They all disappeared from me.
What's up?
That's wild.
I know. I gotta switch.
We've been so like we usually will play each other. One of us will the two of us will play each other at the end
Crack
of a
is trying to
stream.
go off. He said David
And-
switching up after that Champions League final.
Oh, that's what it was. He said I'm sick of losing in the finals.
That
of the
is
Champions
when
League."
you made that announcement.
Now, bro, I ain't got you
Damn.
that, man. I can't back you with that, bro.
It's
I'll give
okay,
it to
mate.
him.
We
I
haven't
can't
even
back
won
you
one,
with that,
mate.
man.
I'll even agree.
We haven't even
100%.
won
I hate
one.
losing to Real Madrid. I hate losing to Real Madrid. They always beat Liverpool.
Bro, I'm even rocking the
I
KDB
hate it.
shirt.
I hate
And
losing to Real
we
Madrid.
just fucked up Champions
'Cause
League
they
3
al-
years in a row.
They always do
4, I
it
don't
like
even
a
know.
Real Madrid-ish way where they just like don't even
Where
look
you
like they're
going?
about to win.
I think
They
I-
just pull it out. I hate it.
Hold on a second. So they got Manchester United 81 defense. I think it's a bit generous, my friend. Yeah. I'm sorry. You should be flipping. You so that's is that an 8 and a
That's
3 for the
hilarious.
midfield? That should be 3 and an 8 because it's just garbage, man. I mean, hot garbage, Joe.
Oh,
I mean,
my
there
do
is
have
no
5
midfield for
stars.
Manchester United.
They do have 5
They-
stars. That's
Going,
crazy.
That-
That's
Going-
politics.
going-
If,
that's
politics,
if I
man.
haven't
It's
seen
horrible.
it, yeah.
It's,
If I
bro, yeah, the
haven't seen
politics in your guys'
politics,
team is rough.
God.
Shit hurts to look at.
Yeah, it's a hard time being a Man U fan right now, guys. I ain't lying, but you know what I'm saying.
I can only imagine. I can only
Well, hey,
imagine.
there are great things on the horizon, my friend. There's.
I hope so.
I hope for you guys' sake
Are we playing this on
and
stream?
for the sake of
Yeah.
might as well. I mean, the first like 20 to 30 minutes is all we needed. Anyway, that's what's gonna go on YouTube. So the rest of this is just us bullshitting.
Wait,
Okay.
what do you mean? Oh, you're gonna split it up, correct?
He never
Yeah,
uploads
like
full video.
I don't upload
No,
the
yeah,
full
yeah, no,
2
no.
hours or whatever.
Yeah, but you're still gonna use like all of the content we've made.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. I was just like, wait, what does this man mean? He's not using it. But Man United, outside of the like attempts of signings, the rumors, different things like that. What is one player that hasn't been mentioned at all that you would like to see them sign?
All right, here I got signed.
That's rough.
When I
Who's
woke
that?
I woke up the morning to have my cup of coffee and smoke a cigarette and make my breakfast, and I hit my the podcast I subscribe to, and I heard Kurt Basuma to Tottenham for $25 million. I could have.
You mentioned that the other day.
I
Tottenham's
mentioned
looking pretty this
Yeah,
year.
they're scary, bro.
I've been trying to tell them, bro. That's a little bit of a title contender. I'm sorry. I'm saying it. Antonio Conte is a winner.
I was gutted, mate. I was gutted. Completely
25
gutted.
mil.
For 25 million
That's
quid,
great.
bro.
That's great
You're
business.
talking about a true
Class.
center
That's
defensive
great
midfielder who
with an
premier
engine. With an
proven.
engine. Yeah.
Mate, what the? I'm like, what the fuck? I should be running the fucking team. Anybody with who has a set of eyes and has a little bit of
We'll
fucking
take that
give a
guy.
shit about the
With
game.
25 mil.
25 mil. Yeah, that's all day, mate. That's all day.
One of the
Bro,
best
this is-
signings
that's
this
a
summer
perfect
for anybody.
example.
Like
So,
price-wise and
Paul
player-wise.
Pogba is 80 something.
Yeah.
Basuma's 25 mil.
What? How old is he?
24, I believe. Very young.
Yeah.
Early 20s.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. I mean, other than that, man, I feel like, man, we
No,
I knew Jude Bellingham. Everybody wants that dude. I would love for him to get, because he almost came to Manchester United. That would have been a great pickup. But for like bargain basement, like somebody to fill a gap who could, any CDM that has anything. I mean, I'd be okay with trying to get Ruben Neves is trying to get in
They're
there.
gonna say,
heard
yeah,
that.
like my boy's not going. Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
heard that.
If you could rent Conte for a few years, just like they did Matic, just until they
if they got
this
Conte,
shit
that
out.
would be.
That's what I'm saying. Like anything, because they have the people. I would love them to. Oh, because like I said, Maguire, we need a replacement for Maguire, and I would love them to go after Paul Torres
From Villarreal.
from Villarreal.
He was. We played against him in Champions League.
Left-footed,
He's sturdy.
tall,
Yeah, he's sturdy.
left center back.
Yeah.
Pair up with Varane when he's healthy. World class when he's on when he's on it, but he's a bit injury prone. But yeah, somebody replace Maguire, because oh god, how can you have a
Week after
freaking
week.
refrigerator?
How do you feel about the fact that they rejected Barcelona's offer?
Oh, I was about to bring that up,
believe.
mate.
I don't know if I believe. Is that
No,
real?
it's real.
That's
Trust
real.
me, I looked into it. It's every source I could
That's
find.
real, 100% real.
So who rejected who?
Man,
And
you
you
rejected
rejected-
Frankie De Jong for Maguire and some money, a good bit of money, and I think that's what it comes down to is the business end of it.
No, yes, it is. I'm gonna say it's like
And in
remember
fact, that
80
Maguire's
80 million
That's
quid,
crazy.
bro.
and Maguire's
He's
also
an asset.
English.
He's an asset
I was gonna
to
say
them.
that rings.
They're
in
not
politics.
going to take the L. That's why they never took the L
Even,
on Pogba, because they're like, might as well. We bought him. We'll just let it ride
so
it out.
much pride and ego because he
Dude.
even gets starts on the England national squad. How does that happen?
No.
How does that
Yeah,
happen
Joe
after
Gomez.
performance?
You know why? For being
He
being
played
a,
well.
being
No,
shit.
he played well in Euro 2020. Don't take that away from that man.
Okay,
we
but
shit
to-
on him a lot.
But to get
he
on,
played well for
But to
England.
get on the national squad, you have to be performing in your domestic league.
Not necessarily. If you play well for your country, they're gonna still take you.
Yeah.
And he does.
Yet again,
I can't- I'm not
international play is slower. So
Mhm.
you're going to get average
They got
players who are
Declan
look
Rice.
above average.
They got Declan Rice to help out with that holding midfield. They got bro. They have it's a different team, so it works completely differently. That's like saying, oh, how was he good on Leicester? It's a completely different team. You got Conte in his prime. That's the best Conte. That's not the best Conte, but
Oh yeah, so you had Futch to the left of him.
You had Drinkwater.
Ashley Williams. No, is it Ashley Williams, whatever.
Yeah, let's not bring up this team. This is a perfect example. You had
Let-
you
yeah.
had Riyad Mahrez,
that was a
Ochoa,
weirdly that team
Jamie
should have
Vardy.
never existed.
Yeah, I have no idea how that happened, guys.
It literally
Oh,
they snubbed
man.
that team under the entire Premier League, and just
No
showed
idea.
up and was like, "Hey, we're here to win."
And they did. Fuck, man, they
Literally.
did, man. That was just like weird. I'm just sitting there the whole year, like, what the fuck? What are we watching, man? Dude, 5,001 odds, man, to be in here.
Fine, yes,
man.
sir. Yeah, I literally
5,001
just watched
odds,
a
man.
video on
I remember
how
that.
crazy that win actually is.
That is no way. They were in the
Jamie Vardy's
regulation.
goal against Liverpool was disgusting.
Yeah,
It
that was
disgusting.
insane.
God, Jamie Vardy, man, he would have
crazy.
been. I mean, he's deadly now. He would have just been lovely in like the 70s, 80s. I mean, just
He would've fit
all
in.
over
He
the
would've
all over
fit
the
in.
top. Let him go.
He would have fit in
Chase.
very well.
Chase dog, go get it, man. That's about it.
Yeah. Who else there? They had Mark Albrighton,
Yep.
Christian Fuchs,
Yep.
Wes Morgan.
Yeah,
West
that
Morgan.
was-
That's what it was. West Morgan. Not
That
us.
team
Yeah.
was crazy, dude.
That team was unnecessarily good for being Leicester City.
Yeah.
Like they literally, and it's to this day it just blows my mind. Like they just had no right to be that good, or what a save me.
Uh,
Yeah, I got you.
what's he been saying? What's Cracks been saying?
He
Crack's been
actually
saying-
asked about Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
That's who
Bro,
they've
send him
been-
out of here.
Nah,
Find a new
man.
club. I
I
like
like him.
Aaron. I liked him at first.
The thing
I'm
is,
sick of him. I think he's shit.
he's if you play a back four like a real back four, when you're not sending your fullbacks up, it's just not a popular. I mean,
The game has changed.
the game has changed.
Did you like him at Crystal Palace? He was a good defender at
He
Crystal
was great at
Palace.
Well, no, yeah, because exactly. But look at Crystal Palace; they were playing on the back. They were playing. I mean,
Yeah.
they were playing on the defensive. So there
No,
was
you
no
have a point.
advancing.
Yeah.
So, but I tell you one thing: one-on-one defending.
I think that's
One-on-one
why they
defending,
bought.
man.
That's why they bought him,
like,
because that's what
I'm
he was
like,
doing
how,
at Crystal Palace.
how is he not the most foul,
What a save
penalized
made.
person?
Yeah.
Because his timing is impeccable.
Yeah.
He's come out of
crazy.
nowhere and
No,
does a
I
slide
agree
tackle and it's all
100%.
ball,
Yeah.
and the other dude gets all grass in his mouth, man. It's just like dude just ate grass and just has to get up and dust it off.
and go again.
And just go again, man. It's like, but you know what?
Yeah.
You ask him to put a ball
I feel
across
that.
the field.
He looks awkward.
Good God Almighty,
Nah, I
man!
agree
Like
100%.
just like a fish out of water. I mean, but yeah, I mean, he needs to go play in another league, in my opinion.
French
Or-
league, he would dominate.
Oh man, yeah.
He would dominate in the French league.
He
Oh
also
no! Oh no!
doesn't
He gave me the wrong
think.
player.
Yes.
He
He
gave me the
also
wrong
doesn't
player.
think
Fuck.
Tottenham is going to be a title contender, bro. I'm going to put my money and say that's a title.
Bro, not a what the fuck?
Bro,
We just copped that man with the blonde hair who's really
listen,
awkward.
So listen.
You understand that?
So listen. If they get their defense situated, right now they're not. But if you get Conte another center mid or two center mids,
What about a center back?
What are you talking about, bro?
that's what I mean. I'm sorry.
just-
Center
Yeah, I was
backs.
like, what do you mean, bro?
Center
They
backs.
got the midfield.
Conte has now his holding center midfielder. You can start putting
It's a
some
new team.
average people, or
Bro.
as long as you have a box to box player that can run box to box.
Changes the team. They have
It
him,
changes the team.
They have him and Bentancur. I love Bentancur.
Bentancur is a stud.
I
He's a
love. That's
stud.
why. This is why I'm rating them so high. That midfield is a problem
Yeah,
with Basuma.
Bergwijn. I mean, they
No,
have
no,
one.
no,
Well,
wrong.
they're getting rid of Bergwijn.
They have Paris.
had- they
I
did?
think they're
Really?
trying- I think they're
Getting
trying
rid of
to.
him.
I
Yeah.
think they're trying.
I think
to.
they're shopping
love
him around.
Bergwijn,
I'd pick him
bro.
up,
I
dude.
rate
I'd pick him
Bergwijn.
up.
Yeah, I think he played great under Pep.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like if they get that defense situated, bro, that's a problem. And they beat Man City and they drew us twice. They beat Man City twice and drew us twice.
All right,
That's first
fuck it.
place and second place.
Everybody put their top four out. We'll start with Tom. Top four at the end of next season.
In no order.
Oh, okay.
No order.
No order. I like that.
No order.
All
I
right,
can't-
everybody's no
I can do
order. I
that.
kind of
I
like.
can do that a
I do
little
like
better.
that.
I mean, Liverpool, Manchester City. Oh man, the thing is, I want to say this and I don't because I'm gonna make myself sick.
Arsenal.
I'm saying Arsenal, Tottenham. I think.
Arsenal. That's my
Yes,
second.
sir!
I think Chelsea might drop back a bit this year.
Oh,
I thought that was in
I
me.
have a feeling.
I agree 100%.
I'm
And
having
they
feeling
lost
because
Right.
dude,
They
I am.
lost Rudiger.
Yep.
Thiago Silva's getting old, and a lot of those project players.
Thiago
that they
Silva's getting
had,
old, but
bro,
he
Then
is
didn't
work
again,
work
then
out.
again, players coming from different
It
leagues
didn't work
coming to
out.
play in the
Hakeem
Premier
Ziyech,
League.
when they
and
signed
just
him, I was scared. He
Timo
dissolved into
Werner,
nothing.
freaking all. I mean,
I
just,
want him
you-
at Liverpool, nothing. Lukaku, nothing.
Yeah,
Christian Pulisic, I want him.
Christian Pulisic is.
I'd
He's
take him at
quiet.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
I'd take him, but wasn't doing much.
He would play
towards
great
the end
under
of the
Pep or
year.
Klopp.
It
Yep.
seems like Tuchel didn't
Or
really
Ten
like
Hag.
him.
Yeah.
Kai Havertz did well. Kai Havertz did well, but I'd agree.
Kai Havertz.
I think Chelsea's
Have a little bit of a drop
He
off.
might be a little drop off, but I'm telling you, I mean, I'm not saying that Manchester can't pull through, and United. I just what I'm hoping. I'm hoping they'll. I mean, shit, man, it'd be fucking nice if Ten Hag just pulls it out, man, and just pulls a cloud over Ronaldo, and fucking we just come out and win it. You know what I'm saying? Like out of nowhere. But I don't
If
think
everybody
that's gonna
conforms
happen.
well with Ten Hag, which,
It's because it'd be a different playing style.
Dude said Bentancur was ass.
sir, I gotta disagree with you there, Cracks.
I mean, I think I've been saying that about Man U for years on years now because the talent is there. every year, like they've gotten a new manager in and they've signed one or two. I'm like, dude, this could be when they turn into a different team every time.
Honestly, that's what they sell people. That's the hope they sell people. That's the hope they sell the
And now
fans, so
it's
they're
Ten
not
Hag.
rioting.
Yeah, now
you
it's
know?
Ten Hag, and
If y'all remember, we shut down
That's game.
a game because
That'd be game.
the fans said no. Stop. I mean,
I
when you have
remember
your
that. They did. That's
fans
straight up.
coming
I
out
remember that.
and shutting down a game because that's how it is, because they sell that shit to everybody. Like, oh, no, they're not. Honestly, Solskjaer, I don't know how he came out with second place. Well, we do because they weren't playing. They were playing in empty stadiums.
Yeah.
You know, there's no pressure for those cupcake fucking players they had.
I
You know what I'm
forgot
saying? I
he
mean,
got a second place finish
seriously,
as well.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the reason that honestly, outside of Moyes, they've had really
You're
good
joking.
managers. They just didn't have the backing necessary or the players to play, because I mean we were getting first choice of the wrong positions. Then we were bottom basement bargaining for positions that were of need.
Like,
and
Jesus, you guys bought Edison Cavani.
Yeah, dude, that was
It was out
That
of the
was-
blue.
not necessary. Talk about an unnecessary sign.
yeah.
Jersey sales.
No,
To be fair,
no.
that was before Ronaldo. Too,
That was
but-
the thing is that was because we were
Needed a
supposed to
forward.
Yeah.
we were supposed to have gotten Sancho.
Jadon.
That whole summer, man, the Sancho.
That's
saga,
right. That was
bro.
that was a Sancho.
And
yeah.
they bottled it because they were trying to penny pinch and
That's
shit. And
right. I forgot about that whole drama.
Yo, they've
that was
squandered
the
a
whole
couple
fucking.
of
That was
them.
the whole summer of 20.
You're joking.
Yeah,
Stop
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Stop
yeah.
it, game.
I remember that.
Oh fuck me. That's my fault.
Dude, Holland is just a monster, man.
Have you been
How do you think he's
watching-
gonna do on the in the Prem first year?
It's going first year. It's going to take him. I think if it does, it'll probably take him first half of the season. But when he catches fire, man, fuck, dude, you're talking about.
It's the service he's got.
I would
dude.
take.
don't think it takes him.
I would take. He's probably going to dominate for about 2-3 years before injuries start hitting. Because
Yeah.
the thing is, his playing style, and God, he's just so awkward that he's going to somebody's going to catch him one of these days, because he's not playing.
I'm
he's
taking
playing
the L
against
today,
big-
folks.
He's playing
in the
against big
Bundesliga.
boys.
Yeah, he's gonna become.
That's
to
what I'm
the
saying,
Prem.
bro. He's strong.
He's strong.
He's fucking strong. He's throwing around Bayern players, and if you look at transformation of Bayern players and what their muscles turn into, bro, it's kind of scary.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like when you're banging that much against play, it takes its toll.
Oh, it
I
does.
mean,
Yeah, it definitely does.
You know, he's not a finesse
young,
player.
though. I don't
he's not
think
a finesse player.
I don't think those injuries are going to take place
Well,
that
I mean, he's
early.
already
Just
got
Couple
one.
He's
injuries.
got,
Couple at this point.
one-
I think he has two.
one like
They both have-
serious.
I think he was like out for like
Whoa.
6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And then
talking
there was
about.
another one. He was out for like the same thing the year before.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think it was that long, but he definitely had like 2 injuries.
No.
I don't know how I haven't, bro. Your keeper's made some absolutely bonkers saves. It's kind of.
I still think he scores at least 15.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
saying 20.
15, 20.
Yeah, that's.
I think he's a contender for a golden boot, if not wins it.
No.
What do
next
you
year,
mean, bro?
Next year.
Not
The
this
golden
coming
boot
season.
the winners scored 21. We're all sitting here saying 15-20. If he scores 20, that's one off
Not
of
this
that.
first year.
That's
No way.
first year. Second year, man. I'm saying this is second year.
I don't know, man. I got a lot of faith in my man Holland. He plays well. He plays for the badge. He's got heavy ties in Manchester.
Oh, God, yeah.
I hope he does well. I hope the Prem humbles him. I really
Yes.
do.
That or it's gonna show the world that he's not just some guy who can bully people in the
Like I said,
Bundesliga.
man,
Wow, that actually worked. I'm pissed.
Neutral
Yes.
support.
No, that
Yes.
actually worked. I'm pissed.
Prem takes no prisoners.
No,
prisoners
absolutely.
at
He
all.
100% can get exposed for not being as good as he
Are you
actually
losing
was.
4-0, mate?
I am getting my ass handed to me. But if you've noticed, I've been in the conversation, whereas Tyler hasn't. Yeah. Someone's a little more focused.
Holland will win Golden Boot a lot in the Prem.
Boom!
Just not
guy-
yet. This
Cracks
guy-
knows all.
not yet.
Bro, this guy also said Bentancur was ass. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
You're really salty about that,
He
Ben.
really is.
Bro, Bentancur's ass.
really
as
solid.
fuck, bro.
Bentancur's a stud.
Bro,
You're
he's
wrong
been
on that,
balling
Craig,
in
but you're
the
right on
Prem.
Holland.
He came to the Prem and is acting like he's been here for years. I'm sorry, that's not easy. It's just not.
Yeah, so is Holland, though. I'm telling you, bro, he's going to score match week 1. Match week 2.
Oh God, yeah.
Who's
I think he scores first 5 match weeks. Out the gate.
I don't know. I think 3 and it'll fall away.
You gotta look at our schedule.
Let's see.
Oh.
You gotta look at our schedule. It's a decent out the gate.
Let's look at our schedule right now.
Yeah, go ahead, pull it up. We got one tough game in there. I think he still scores. I think it's I want to say Todd.
Ooh! Liverpool Community Shield, the 30th of July.
Yes, sir! Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Wow.
We still scored a bicycle kick.
Props to you for
Damn,
scoring
you
that
guys are
bike,
paying
though.
Bayern the 24th of July. All right, so
Yeah.
your first game is West Ham.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, we'll bully West Ham. I'm not fucking worried about them. I'm not worried about
You
West
guys
Ham.
just drew them the last match you guys played.
Oh, you're doing it. Yeah, we also picked up Calvin Phillips. We also picked up Holland.
said ass was for dead, by the way.
Bro,
I don't know about that Calvin Phillips, man.
I love
know about that,
Calvin
bro.
Phillips, bro. That's a great signing.
I don't know, man.
Calvin Phillips.
Cracks,
How
I
do you
want you
feel
to know
about that?
David just acknowledged what you said, and then brush it off like he's still salty about it.
Calvin Phillips.
You know what? I'm gonna say.
Well done, sir.
I'm gonna say
Good
he's
game.
gonna be like a Madison or even a fucking what's his face? I'm drawing a blank here. Aston Villa went to Chelsea or went to Manchester to City. What's his name?
How the hell did you do that?
From Aston
Oh,
Villa.
no.
Jackie Grealish.
Jack. Yeah.
I don't want to hear that man's name. I don't want to hear his name.
Y'all just signed another one because that's what I'm looking
That's
at.
what you feel
That's what
about
I'm
him.
feeling about it, man.
No, Calvin Phillips
Facts, bro.
he's proved himself way more, bro. He's a much harder worker than Gucci Man.
He said that
Gucci man.
Then Gucci.
Dude, you watched Jack Grealish when he was playing Aston Villa. You're talking
was
about
stud. He was
you're
stud.
talking about a dude with a heavy fucking work rate, man.
He was a
getting
stud.
it.
He doesn't have that
I'm
same
just
work rate.
saying, big fish, small pond.
Oh.
Boom.
Into the ocean. No, you're not wrong.
You're talking about a world class club, and you're getting picked up from Leeds, and like, oh yeah, mate, bruh. Nah, man. I'm saying, if he hits the ground running, man, good
Leeds-
on you, man.
Here's the thing. Leeds is a good. They've got a handful of really good players. I mean, they're losing them all
Yeah.
this year, this summer.
They play
Calvin
long,
Phillips-
they play long ball though. It's wide open.
They were missing Patrick Bammy that last year at Bamford. That
Bamford.
But do we not kind of play that style, but with better players?
What, long balls?
Remember what you just say?
No, not really.
What'd you just say?
Never mind.
There is like eventually that's what it ends up happening with Manchester because they hold the ball well, they spread them out, and then they can go.
Yeah,
but
he
you
is
said
right,
with
actually.
better players, that's the thing. Better players, he's not going to be able to differentiate himself from everybody else. He's just gonna be-
but
he's just
but
gonna
that's the thing though.
Be noise
Another
like
number.
the rest of them. Just another number.
Pep still has the same effect on players, not anywhere near as great as a Klopp. But he still has the
Klopp
effect to
is
make
just on a
players
different
better.
level.
He does have that effect to get
Klopp is
the
a
right
different level, you said.
Oh,
Klopp is
absolutely.
on a different level.
Yeah, I'll agree with that as well. Both Manchester fans will agree with that.
100%. I was screaming. I remember because we had Van Hal and then I heard Klopp was up. I'm like, get him, please.
His Dortmund years, bro.
I watched a couple of times when he was on the sidelines and seeing what he did, his passion. Like
You have to see it
that
one
is
time.
what you want.
You have to look at him one time
That's
and be
what
like,
you
Yeah,
want in
no,
a-
it is the passion that comes
It
down
is,
to
man.
it.
And the thing is, players play for that type of manager.
It's his
Yeah,
interaction with the players.
I was
He's
gonna
a
say,
player's
he's got
coach,
such a good relationship
and he's
with these
really,
people.
really good tactician. He knows he can get the most out of the players
Yep.
because he puts them in the position. So
What are your thoughts on Sterling on the way out of Man City?
to Chelsea, Rafinha
I
and
mean, like,
Raheem. That's
I'm
not
not
fun.
That's a lot
super
of pace,
mad
yeah.
about it
That's a lot of pace.
because he's done his work at City already.
Is he gonna
We
get
weren't
booed?
going to keep him forever.
Is he gonna get booed at the Etihad?
He better. He fucking better. If he doesn't get booed at the Etihad, then what the fuck kind of fans are you?
You know what Chelsea's doing? Chelsea is playing FIFA 14. They're playing FIFA 14 Ultimate Team,
Bro,
where
they're
you
having-
just
Wow,
pace.
yeah, they
They're
really
having
are.
a
pace.
Yeah, they really are.
Bro, Rafinha.
I mean, no, dude, it's going to be a dangerous front three.
Rafinha, Kai Havertz.
I think
Sterling.
I think they find a different number 9 and put Kai down to that 10.
Dude, I don't know. I think
Mason
they
Mount
keep-
can
no,
shit the
dude,
bed.
They keep Tebow.
They're keeping Timo. I mean,
Timo.
he was
They-
starting to
they're
find his
trying-
form
they
towards
were-
the end of that last
They
season.
were trying to find.
Low-key, I think he was starting to find form, and I'm telling you, this season coming up, we might see a different Timo.
Timo with the other 3 incorporated with Kai at the 10. You got Raheem on the left and then Rafinha on the right.
It's not
Timo Werner's deadly, bro. That's.
I think we see a different
I
team on
think.
him.
Oh, I never threw my top 4 in. Nobody else did.
No.
No particular order. Definitely City. Definitely Liverpool. I gotta say Chelsea as much as I really don't fucking want to. And then it's also a toss up between Tottenham and Arsenal, because if Arsenal actually make any fucking good moves this summer,
Which they have already.
they've made a couple. One, they need to make more. They need to sign at least 2 more players.
They got that number 10, Fabio Vieira and Gabriel Jesus.
Is Odegaard not good? Because last time I checked, Odegaard is pretty fucking solid as a 10.
I mean, they just bought some more creativity, you know, something that they needed to.
I think Gabriel plays better out on a wing than he does as a striker, in my opinion. I think Gabriel is a better wing.
Why was
kind of?
How the hell did you get Gabriel Jesus?
I don't know. I don't.
Why
think
wasn't
And I don't
people
want-
after him?
I don't want to see Gabriel get booed at the Etihad either, man. That's gonna hurt. I love Gabriel. I'm happy to
think he
see
will
him make
get
that
booed.
move, because with us getting Holland, us getting other players as
I was
well.
gonna say,
I
that's the
think that's
difference.
probably what had a lot to do with it too. Them getting Holland.
But I'm saying,
Yeah, no,
why
absolutely.
Arsenal? I mean, there should have been more other players.
should have been
Because
a-
he's a quality
he's a
fucking
very
player.
good-
Mikel
He's
Arteta had a
class.
lot to do with that. Mikel Arteta
Yeah.
used to be that Man
You know what?
City.
You know what's
Yeah.
funny though? They got 3
Consistent.
Gabriels on that team. They got Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel,
The
and
defender.
the center back, and Gabriel Jesus.
All Brazilians.
They're gonna be out
And they're all
at practice.
Brazilians.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna be like, "Hey, Gabriel," and they're all gonna be like, "The fuck?"
I'll say Man City, Liverpool. I'm gonna say Tottenham, bro. I'm gonna be bold.
Hey, you're
And
sticking with that.
honestly-
You have to.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw Man U in there. I'm
Instead
not
of
gonna
Chelsea.
lie. Yeah, dude. I don't know why.
I respect it. I respect
Chelsea, they had
They're dangerous
a.
right now, bro.
They just had a alarming drop off at the end of the season. Something
Yeah.
that can't just be ignored. I don't
Well,
know
yeah.
what's
Think
going
about what
on
they were
there.
going through with the fact that their
Ownership.
owner.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're
yeah,
right.
bro. Like they
You're
went
right.
through a lot of change. They got
Had
this
some
summer.
injuries. I think Reece
Yeah.
James re-injured himself the last couple matches.
He did, yeah. He's gonna be fresh at the start of the season too.
Lost.
That's one of the best outside backs in the world. I'll say that. No fucking, not even flinch on that statement. One of the best outside backs in the world. Is
Yeah,
Reece
I don't
James.
know. I don't know, man. They couldn't put it together up top, bro. They couldn't
I
put
think
it
that's
together.
what they're. But look at what they're working on solely. They
Yeah.
haven't signed a single
It's their
fucking person
defense that concerns me.
other
most.
than possibly.
I mean, they lost
defense?
Antonio. They lost Antonio.
They're looking at Matthias de Ligt, bro. That's a
Yeah,
great.
if
That's
that's
gonna
that's
happen.
working on an assumption.
It's
if
gonna happen.
they get him, then
It's
sure.
gonna
maybe.
I heard that DeLitt wasn't going to go anywhere. It was supposed to be next year.
They don't want to get rid of Juve. Don't want to
I
get
know.
rid
I
of
thought it
him.
was
Well,
They're
next
putting
you-
a
year.
£120 million price tag on him. Are you kidding me? Like that's
That
a
is the
steep
most
price.
defensive. That's the most expensive defender in the world at that
That's a
point.
steep price. I
in
don't think Chelsea are
history.
going to want to pay
I'm
that.
pretty
No.
sure. Because wasn't Harry Maguire the most?
80. He was 80
Yep. No, I'm saying wasn't he at that time?
at that time. I think.
Isn't he
so.
currently the most expensive defender in the world still?
I don't know. I could.
Man.
Yeah, that's a rough title to have as Harry Maguire.
That's hilarious.
That is the most expensive household fucking appliance ever fucking bought, man.
Yo, that's hilarious. Should we take a look at his wages? I don't even want
No,
to.
no.
He said, please don't do
How
it.
much he makes a week?
Oh no, dude.
What about a $250,000 easy?
Oh my god.
My top 4 is going to be Liverpool, City, in that order. Liverpool,
Okay.
City.
You think Liverpool gets the title this year?
Yeah.
You're fucking crazy.
Darwin Nunez. I'm
Oh
telling you
my
right
god,
now.
the fact that people are
Nunez.
actually comparing this man
I'm
to
not-
Holland
whoa,
drives
whoa,
me
whoa.
up a wall.
Take
Where
a
did
step
we-
back,
where did we
son.
compare-
I'm not
He
comparing him
didn't
to
compare
Holland.
anything. He didn't compare anybody.
I
But
just
no,
said
I'm not
Darwin
saying you
Nunez.
did, but people are.
Why
Like
is that-
the soccer community is. That's what you don't understand.
No,
'Cause they're very
I
similar.
don't know how. There's not the same.
They're not, but I don't think you understand how many things I've watched about.
Nunez,
Here's why
Nunez's
Darwin
potential.
Nunez.
Holland is like
He's already at that.
He's grown man at whatever. He's like Mbappe when that you knew what you were getting.
Yeah.
Okay, this is okay. Even if he just evens out, it's good enough. Nunez, that is potential.
But see,
He has a
here's
lot
the
of potential.
difference: is Holland is at City, Nunez is at Liverpool, and with the way that Klopp is known to develop his players,
Yeah.
look at Salah,
Potential.
look at Mane, look at Fabinho, look at Henderson was garbage
Oh my God.
before Klopp was. I remember saying, "Why the fuck is this guy even on the
Turn
pitch?"
Henderson into a new
And he
player.
turned Henderson into
I
this
wanted him gone.
whole new player. I mean, yeah, I want this.
gone.
He needs to retire, but
All right, yo, we're out here leaving cracks
No, we've been responding.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
responding.
Yeah.
David who got super pissed about his little.
Cracks
side
think he's
comment.
talking shit because
No, but I'm saying we-
raw.
Yeah, okay, top 4 in order.
Yeah, so
For my
That's
man.
when I asked about the top 4, or
Yeah,
one of
so-
us asked about the top 4.
I did.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't even
There you
see
go.
the fucking
Oh,
message.
okay.
So you're out here lying, my guy.
So you're
Stop
playing-
capping.
All right.
You're playing
Well,
FIFA.
I'm in the middle of calling out
Yeah,
my
you guys are
top
playing
4
FIFA.
here.
Yeah.
Go ahead and call your top 4. I'll finish.
Last 2, Tottenham, I think, squeak in there.
Tottenham.
And I would love to see United, but I don't think they're gonna have it in them this season. I'm thinking Chelsea holds on by a thread.
You think so?
We get in the Champions League by winning the Europa League.
Yeah,
So
That's it.
yeah. That's gonna be your guys' best
yeah.
bet, for sure.
there's just a lot of talent on that Man U squad.
Damn, he really said, look at the receipts about him, about
Yeah.
Bentancur being ass on his
Yeah,
video.
yeah,
He said,
yeah.
look at the fucking receipts, my
Yeah,
guy.
bro.
But yeah, my man Cracks, his top 4 in order. My boys, Man City winning the title. I can agree with you there.
Man City.
Liverpool right behind. I
Tottenham.
definitely have to agree with that. Then he puts Tottenham at 3rd. And
I can
then
see
he
it.
throws Man U at 4th. He
I
said
can see
Chelsea's
that.
not
That's not
touching the top 4.
Tottenham's
That's not bad.
getting that title.
That's
That's not a
you're
bad thing.
wild,
I'm
bro.
saying I
You're
think
wild.
I'm
Chelsea's
telling
topped out a bit right now. I think
Yeah,
they're going to
me too.
bottom out.
I think they have to.
Their chance was when they were fighting for a second with us.
Yeah.
For real.
That's when it was coming on. But last year you didn't see it. They weren't
They
even
sunk.
close.
They sunk.
Well, they started
At the
strong.
beginning of the
They just
year,
didn't
but
finish
bro,
strong.
by the time Christmas came around, it was a different
That's
Chelsea
it, man.
team. They lost Ben Chilwell and Reece James, and bro, that team started to fall.
Drop off.
Yeah.
Massive.
Yeah. Prem's gonna be a wild race next year, boys.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited
It's
for
gonna
it.
be nice.
I honestly, I don't think I've been more excited for a Premier League season than I am right now. With how
Should be
wild,
good.
like in my lifetime, this is by far. I mean, even West Ham, dude. They're
Oh no,
Yeah.
when Leicester won, that shit was lit, dude.
no, yeah, that shit was
Yeah.
wild. But that's
Yeah.
the thing. That's different. That you're looking at different circumstances. You're looking at an absolute surprise winner compared to this is just gonna be a wild top 6 race. Like you're talking all the way down to Conference League. That top 7.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, top 7 race is gonna be wild. Okay, you got teams like Newcastle out there. Aston Villa. I think Newcastle make a couple of good moves this summer. I think they're end of the summer moves, and I don't think they're competing for top 7. I don't think they are, but they're a top half team, 8th or 9th, heavy.
Newcastle. The problem with Newcastle is they don't have the culture. They don't.
That's
they
true.
have to.
Do they don't
the,
though?
The club
Yeah.
themselves. The club themselves has to prove that they can draw because it's not the fact that they don't have money, dude. The
Yeah,
owner's
but-
worth $300 billion or some stupid stuff. I don't even know. I'm probably making,
But-
but it is
They got the
significant
history.
amount of
Wait,
money.
yeah, wait a minute.
Yeah, they got the
they've
history.
won Premier League titles. They've got that in the bank already. They've won. They've
The
won.
culture. That's the difference. It's like they have the history, but like you
Yeah.
said, then
Okay, I got what you're. I got what
okay,
you're
they
saying.
don't have the
I got
culture
what
winning
you're
right
saying.
now. They have the history.
I
It's
got-
like
I got what you're
Liverpool. They
saying.
used to have the history, and they're 20 years, 30 years of in the
That's a
dregs.
long way.
Could be another 30
Manchester,
years.
we're in that period of right now of sucking ass until somebody brings us out. But we rest. They can still rest on their laurels even then. But I mean, Newcastle, they won a couple of things. I mean, they really can't rest on that. That's not really something they sell. But right now, they say it. The only thing they're attracted is like, hey, we can pay you a lot of fucking money. So, but it's going to take a couple years of them in the top half or fighting for maybe a top 4, and then there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Craig
Top half
says-
of the table.
Craig says,
Cracks.
Craig says top half the table for sure. I completely agree. I'm saying top 10. I don't think they squeeze into that top 7. I think they contend
So
for
what
it,
is- so
but I
what
don't
is
think it happens.
Those top 3 spots to the top half. So 8, 9, 10. Who do you got?
8, 9, and
Oh,
10.
dude, I
Oh,
can't.
man.
That's too much for me,
I'm
bro. I
going
can't.
Aston Villa, Newcastle, and shit. I just had it. Fuck. My brain lost it. Aston Villa, Newcastle, and Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace.
Yeah, those are
I like
my last 3 in the top 10.
I like
That's
them.
100%.
Okay.
100%. Sticking with that fully.
The Castle.
I would switch out Southampton with Crystal Palace.
Ooh.
They usually-
Southampton has
They
been
usually
looking
have
nice.
good starts to seasons too.
I
I
don't-
think Rasen Hasselhütten retired.
But you know
I
what?
don't
But,
think they have
but
the same
who's
season.
who's coming up? Who's coming up from in regular?
Nottingham
Nottingham
Forest, Fulham.
Fulham.
and then
Same two
Bournemouth.
teams that always
No,
talk about.
no, never mind.
Yeah, bro, yeah, they're just gonna switch back down. It's gonna be a flip flop.
Maybe.
I mean, come on.
Maybe
It's
Nottingham-
bro, I'm telling you right now,
Nottingham
it's gonna
Forest.
be a flip flop of who just got relegated and who just got promoted. It's gonna be a flip flop
I
for the
mean,
next 3
Bedford's
years.
doing good, man. I mean, they
Yeah,
you know,
they had gotten relegated.
Oh,
previous
true.
season.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They were one of the
Especially once
newly
they
relegated.
copped Ericsson, dude. That was
Nottingham
amazing.
Forest is
That
already making
changed
signings.
their name.
Yeah.
I don't
But
think
they're not
Nottingham
big
Forest
names.
They got a
finished
little-
anything
I'm
above
gonna say
15.
you always have
Got a
that
little
one
bit of
regulation team, that
Yeah.
that finishes top half.
Yeah.
I don't think they finished. Nottingham Forest. I don't think they
see it,
finished
but I don't
anywhere
see
above
it.
15th.
I don't
That's what
see
I'm
it for
saying.
these teams. Maybe Fulham. Maybe Fulham.
I don't even see Fulham doing
Maybe.
it. I
They
think.
won,
I
they
think.
won the championship,
I think. I
They
don't
were
give a
dominant.
Shit.
They were
in the
balling.
champ-
I
They
don't
were
give a
dominant.
shit.
and they have Prem players. Well, ex
They were.
players.
I'm pretty sure they have the record for most
They were balling.
most games over 5
All right,
goal
maybe
wins.
they
in that
scratch
league.
anywhere from 11 to 15.
I still don't think. I still
yeah,
don't think.
I'm still not sold on it. Like
But
it's a
that's
possibility.
the team. If it was to happen,
Yeah,
it'd be Fulham.
100%.
In my opinion, yeah.
But hey, you never know.
Never know. Never know.
With all that being said, I know, Tom, we don't want to keep you here forever. We've been going for an hour 30. I finished my pre-workout, which means I'm going to be bouncing off the walls. here
Dude,
in a
you already
second.
did, man. I'd be clawing my face off right now, bro.
Dude,
I'd be like, all right, man. We need to get the fuck going right now, y'all.
That's
So-
what I'm getting there. It's about 5 minutes after, and I'm starting to get tingles. So
So we gonna go ahead and wrap this up then?
I think we are wrapping it up. Cracks and whoever that second
y'all.
viewer is. Hey,
It might
Cracks,
have
you've
been
been staying
J-Mo.
for this whole stream,
You're
so
the man.
thanks
Appreciate
again.
you.
for
love
all
you.
you-
I love
Cracks,
you, Cracks.
even
Yes,
though
sir.
you be on that bullshit sometimes.
Nah, you got facts, my man. You got
Yeah,
facts.
man. Good question, bro.
Good
Yeah,
questions.
I
good
always
inputs.
appreciate you popping in here, Craig. Tuesdays, 7, 8 o'clock.
Wolves your ass, Craig.
o'clock.
Yeah, I said it.
8
Wolves.
o'clock.
8
We're
o'clock.
gonna stay with 8
8
o'clock.
o'clock.
All right, 8 o'clock it is. Cracks, you know where to tune in.
And-
You got us.
Tom, thanks for joining us.
Anytime, guys. Anytime, dude. I'm
We're
shit,
we're
man.
gonna be doing a lot of watching games live. Hopefully more so throughout the next season. So if you want to come out with us,
Oh,
Manchester
we'll
Manchester
go
Derby,
to
man. You're more than welcome to come.
Of course.
Come get.
Dude,
come
I'll
get
shoot,
beat
I'll,
up.
shoot, I'll chew the cub with you about anything, man. About this, it's all good, man.
Nice.
It's I'm not just Manchester. I'm a football fan. So
Yes,
I'll,
sir.
I'll sit there.
David, I got beef with you.
Yes,
I love you
sir.
too, Cracks. I love you too. All
That's
right,
fantastic.
y'all.
I love it. I love it.
All right, everyone. We're signing out. Thanks for joining us.
You guys have a great night.
Have a great night, guys.
I love all
funny
of
as
you.
fuck.
I love all of you so much.
Cool.